And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bubba and the Bloom, episode 109, a special episode, a live 2024 LABR draft with the defending champion, of course. First off, you can find me on Twitter at BDintric, the podcast at Bubba Bloom Pod, and that's defending champion on Twitter at Ryan BHQ. Ryan Bloomfield, how we doing, man?
I am good. I am actually on my phone ordering food for my wife and kids so I could be unbothered, hopefully, for 3.5 hours or so this evening. So I'm doing great. This is like probably my second favorite episode of the year behind our first pitch live show, which is just impossible to beat. But no, cannot wait for this. Cannot wait for whatever you have in store for me, whatever the chat has in store for me. I know last year it was bonkers. It was absolutely bonkers going after some of my picks. So yeah, doing good. We've got like 8 minutes roughly. The draft starts 5:15 our time. It's like 5:07 now. We've got for the YouTube crowd, which everyone kind of jump in YouTube. We also put it on our Twitter as well and encourage as much chatting as possible. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't even know where to start. So I'll let you do your job and guide me where to go.
Well, we're going to start because I'll be here giving play-by-play. The chat will be helping me keep things entertained while Ryan focuses on his draft because, as people have found out that stream drafts, it's fun, but it can be challenging to focus on your draft while it's taking place. I'm also here for constructive criticism is the best way I'll put it, and to go from there. But it's a lot of fun. I try to stay out of Ryan's way to make it happen, and I think I do just enough to make it work out where he can still draft his team at the same time. We have some fun with this whole thing. The chat's already popping, which is great. Keep it coming in a big way. But we do have something we do want to address here, Ryan. Moose Joe says he thinks LABR's got some weird rules. Can you fill him in on the format, the scoring format, and all that good stuff with LABR?
Yeah, let's set the stage here. So LABR is a 15-team mixed draft, snake draft. We've got weekly lineups. It's your regular 5x5 categories. Some of the bigger changes or differences with LABR are you've got unlimited IL spots, so that will come into play kind of as we go. We'll do some, but in between your constructive criticisms, we'll sprinkle some strategy thought throughout, but unlimited IL slots. So you will see some injured guys get drafted and kind of stashed on the IL.
Like you took Royce Lewis last year for that reason.
I took Royce Lewis knowing he'd be out, and it just freed up a free fab spot for me because we do a fab before opening day. It's weekly fab. It is, if you fab somebody, you have to start them that week. So I'm just going kind of through the big differences between probably what we're used to, what we talk about with like NFBC leagues and LABR. It's also another big difference is it's $100 fab versus $1,000, which might not like sound super different, but in terms of streaming catchers, streaming hitters, that sort of thing, you don't have $0 minimum bid. It's a $1 minimum bid, $100 fab budget. So if you stream one or two guys every week across 26 periods, that's half your fab budget there. So streaming, in my opinion, compared to like $1,000 fab league or an NFBC league, something like that, is a little bit tougher because you don't have that much flexibility in your budget.
Did you say there are $0 bids at all?
There are no $0 bids. Yeah. So it's $1 minimum bid. There's no like overall component or anything like that, which is kind of cool because you will see different types of strategies. And this is a pretty regular crowd in terms of drafters that we've had the last few years. So I'll talk about some tendencies that I have seen. We have Dr. Roto very far away from me. His tendency is to snipe the hell out of me. So he's at 2 and I'm at 9. So that's good. And LABR is a trading league. Should probably said that at the top.
I was going to say King Trader, or not Trader, that's rude to say. King Trading Person is drafting Forrest and Fred Zinke. Let me rephrase that real quick.
King Trading Person. I like that.
I will just give a quick run through. We got the 1 through 15. You got Tim McLeod, you have Dr. Roto, Jeff Erickson, Fred Zinke, Derek Van Riper, Alan Harrison, Rudy Gamble, Mike Podhorzer, Mr. Bloomfield himself, Ray Flowers, Scott Pianowski, Zach Steinhorn, Mike Gianella, Jenny Butler, and one and only stickman himself, Paul Sporer, wraps out the top 15. So quite a fun group of people as well.
Absolutely. And this is Jenny's first year in labor. So congratulations to her for getting the call. And I think Paul is new to labor mixed. He's been in labor for
this
a while.
before when we've done it. It was like him and Mason together, him and Piece of Pia together.
Yep.
You've been in this draft with him before because I remember heckling him a ton as well.
Okay. We've got Mike Gianella who's in this as well. I'm sandwiched between Mike Podhorzer and Ray Flowers. And it's interesting being in this league for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years or whatever. You do pick up on tendencies. Podhorzer tends to kind of go all ceiling, at least has the last couple of years. Not throwing injury risk out the window. He's embracing risk earlier on, or has been with his last couple drafts. And then so that he's 8, I'm 9, and then Ray Flowers is 10. Ray Flowers has typically, tendencies can change, gone very heavy hitting early on. So that's a little bit of my kind of in the back of my mind as I'm going through mapping my first few rounds of picks.
Yeah, I remember Flowers' recent years in your drafting with him in Barf. He's kind of sticks in the old school method of pitching can wait. That's kind of where he lives. And so we'll see how that goes this year. But before festivities get underway, I want a couple subjects in the chat here. Ben Tidd says Bubba sounds like he's buzzed already. No, that's just I'm hyped up for this. But Martin Sikulski asks, Craig, crack a noon, Bubba. Pour one out for the catchers. All right, the draft can officially begin now, Bloomfield, as your fun's about to begin. You have about 2 minutes to go, less than 2 minutes, 9th pick in the draft. What are we thinking here? Because I know we've talked in our other shows, you got Acuna, then you got the Witt J-Rod, then you got the, Carroll, Tatis, Betts. Do you throw a pitcher in here? Do we go? Do you push Freeman up? You like Freeman a lot? Actually, 9th isn't really pushing him up a ton, I guess. So, are you in the Freeman world? Are you thinking SP1? How's this like feeling for you right now? Because it's the one thing that's fun about Ryan on this show. He's an open book, so we can have some fun.
Yeah, that's another thing I'll say too. Is like, so I mean, really, labor exists for you guys. I mean, through the years, this is the oldest industry league out there, and it used to be a big deal that these results got posted in Sports Weekly, in the newspaper back in the day with John Hunt and now Steve Gardner taking the reins. And shout out to Steve, our commissioner with USA Today. Always good to give those folks a shout out for their thankless tasks. So yes, I'm an open book. I will name names that have not been drafted yet. I want to make this, I will name names that I'm thinking of drafting that haven't been drafting yet. We saw that last year. Yep. If other people are listening to this stream that are in the league, so be it. We'll take it. We'll take the YouTube view. So I'll be an open book throughout. And again, same with the chat. If you guys want to throw out names there that you're thinking about that haven't been taken, you can troll me with those. 9th is interesting. The 9th pick. I actually, from a first round standpoint, it's an easy call. I actually think there's like a legitimate top 9 that are there. I'm just going to basically get what's left of most likely Fernando Tatis, Freddie Freeman, Spencer Strider, or maybe Kyle Tucker falls. After 9, it's like Judge, Soto, Ohtani. I feel like that's a step lower than my first round choice. So I actually like 9 from a first round standpoint. I was lamenting before the show. 2nd, 4th round is a lot tougher. I need to make a decision. I've talked a lot about there are only 6 to 7, in my opinion, true aces, SP1s in the pool this year. If I don't pull the trigger in the 2nd round on a starting pitcher, I'm not going to get those 6 to 7 guys unless the legend Pablo Lopez falls to the 3rd round, which
he could in this draft.
He could. It's a little risky to assume that. So I need to decide whether I go and kind of jump and take a Gossman, Wheeler, Burns, whatever's available to me in the 2nd round, or go hitter. Labor's a little tough because we're so early in draft season. Like, hate to take pitchers this early, but you kind of have to.
Well, because you mentioned it when I showed you my Barf results, right? I don't think I took a picture through the first 3. I knew it was about 3, maybe 4 rounds or so. You said you were debating that idea for this draft, so it sounds like you're kind of going away from it. Chance potentially, we'll see.
Debating it because if you take a starter in the 2nd, you're passing on Lindor, really Albies, some really good 5 category bats. Another problem that I see, I really don't like the bats like coming back in the 4th round. It's like your Royce Lewis, Nolan Jones, those types of bats that I don't really like. So I I know I'm probably going to go starting pitcher in the 4th. Does that change what I do in the 2nd? I've obviously thought way too much about this because I'm in my own head at this point. But
and the draft is beginning. Just throwing that out there, Tim. That's keeping track. I wanted to give you some shout outs before you kept going here. Ray Murphy's in the chat saying, let's go. We got Randy Leeson saying, let's get it. JP, good luck, Bloom. I'm just trying to get you some pumped up stuff here, Bloom. So we got a few other guys in here. Eric Legend, good luck, Ryan. You're on the 10-footer in the cave.
There we go. Eric was in our Bubba Bloom Pod auction last night.
He's got the big. He's got the best thing we saw last year is that 10-foot projection screen. We got Oregon Ducks, who was in the draft last night as well. Good luck, Ryan, and much. Well, let's go for the 2-peat Ryan from Ben Tidd. So yeah,
that's right.
It's going to be a good one here. So let's have some fun. We got Acuna, J-Rod, Bobby Witt to start things off in this draft, and Corbin Carroll at 4. So it's kind of going like you're hoping, Ryan. In reality, if you had to pick between Freeman, Tatis, Strider, Freeman's your number 1, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Tatis
kind of rooting for MVP. So
yeah, yep. I thought Strider might fall, but DVR just took Derek Van Riper just took Strider 5th overall, which makes a ton of sense. So I'm quietly rooting for Freeman to fall for me. I'm just a huge. I know you're not as high in Freeman, but you know me. I want that batting average cushion early in drafts. And again, with trading league and no overall, you don't like steals. I don't think are as much of a priority.
No.
In this,
and without an overall, it's like if you have to punt one category in hitting, it's steals, and pitching, it saves, in my opinion. So you can kind of mix and match things that way as well.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I don't mind Freeman. It's like one thing I've noticed is that's been growing on me, but I've been going hard on like a Michael Harris in round 2 if I can, because that's another great base to go off of, and with the outfield depth you need in a 15-teamer, comes in pretty nice. And Alan Harrison clocks out in round 1. Did that just happen? That's ironic from the fantasy fix. He needs to fix his pick. Mookie Betts off the board.
Bad joke number 1 of the night, everyone.
Halfway through round 1.
Keep a counter.
You got it. We should have a running.
So I'm either at Tucker, Tatis, or Freeman. I'm happy for any of them.
It's a great place to be. That's a phenomenal place.
What if Tucker fell?
Dude, you know my thoughts on that. So that would be pretty nice. Yeah. Let's see where it goes though, because you got God, I can't see anything. You know, Barons and Potholes are coming up. So we'll see how that plays out.
See the grid?
Well, I shrunk it so I can see the chat on the right. Otherwise, I can't see it. I do have an eye appointment, so you'll be happy about that for next week. So I can bring glasses to the table here pretty soon.
It's fine for you to not see the grid as long as the chat is up. Man of the people.
Yep. C. Hoffman says, my only hesitation on Freeman in the first round is how deep the position is. It looks like legit the deepest position in fantasy this year. Yes, but that 330 average is pretty hard to find as well.
So Kyle Tucker just went to Mr. Rudy Gamble 7th. So it's either Tatis or Freeman.
I like Ben Tidd's idea. If you guys are in the chat, a shot every time I make a dad joke. So enjoy your evening and your off day tomorrow. Let's go. Tatis, Freeman fell to you at 9. Absolutely glorious. It should be the easiest button you push.
If only every round is this easy tonight.
Yes.
Because the next round's not going to be as easy. My eye is on when these pitchers are going to start to go. When is Garrett Cole going to go? When is Corbin Burns going to go? Jenny Butler last night on Twitter hinted at taking Zach Wheeler, saying Zach Wheeler will not fall to me in the second round. So we'll see if that was a decoy or not from the rookie.
She is a smart player, and she knows how much both of us like Zach Wheeler. So we've joked about the 2A and 2B with him and Cole, and so that would not surprise me one bit in that regard.
No high noons for me tonight, people.
I almost clarified that when you brought that on the screen. I let the listeners know Ryan's on the straight and narrow on this one, so don't worry about that.
This is serious. You win one of these things, and you're the target now. So
Trey Turner off the board at number 11. That's I'm not saying surprising, but with some of the other picks on the board still, I guess it's good to see he's kind of still hanging around. That's with Scott Pianowski with Trey Turner at 11 right there.
Our little side bet of Juan Soto versus Aaron Judge has been decided in this one. Aaron Judge is still on the board. Juan Soto went 10th to
and so Judge is already saying he's going to deal with his toe the rest of his career.
I saw that today. Yeah, I don't think I realized that it would require.
I thought he was good to go. Like, why would you not have surgery or something?
I mean, he might be good to go, but like,
No, but I mean, like, I thought he would have fixed that in the offseason,
oh,
so like this wouldn't be a concern going forward.
that
Type thing.
was, yeah, that was interesting. I actually do wonder if that would cause Judge to fall just a little bit.
There goes
Nope.
Judge right there.
Mike Gianelli.
The thing
that's
is
fine.
what he just won't run like he did a couple years ago. That's the way I look at it. If you want the 4-category machine like a Jordan Alvarez, he's more Jordan now than he was before.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the
I would agree
comparison
with
I
that.
make. Like the separating factor was potential to run. That's gone. So we'll see. There goes Ohtani and is Ohtani a 1-player or 2-player in this format?
2, but it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, because there's no pitcher this year. But I just want to throw it out there in case the rookie made a mistake. I was just checking. Obviously, it's not a color of a pitcher, so we got that going for us. All right, pick 15. Paul Sporer going to wrap up the round. We get a pitcher situation here from
No Garrett Cole yet. So Sporer could do the pocket A's. Cole Burns.
And he is a pitching guru, so we'll see how that one plays out. Rand Simon saying Judge is the first ADP follower. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, definitely.
A little bit.
Could be a guy there.
2 guys that went earlier than kind of normal, Trey Turner and J Ram, which I fully sign off on. Honestly, I probably would
100%.
take Turner. Like if I had the 10th pick, I'd probably take Trey Turner, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be just fine. What we saw in the second half, like it's getting comfortable in Philly goes a long ways. So he's probably not a top end of the draft guy like he was before, but he's 100% middle of the draft guy for me, first round. But
one pitcher in the first round.
Yeah, Jordan at 15 for Paul Sporer. That's a surprise. I figured he'd go pitcher. At least, well, maybe he goes here with a pitcher. So what are you thinking here? I know you want to see what Paul and Jenny do, but are you thinking pitcher here, or like you say there goes Cole? So say Wheeler goes right here to Jenny, like she talks about. Are you thinking pitcher, or are you going to go with another bet?
Thinking pitcher. I'm thinking pitcher.
But. So that's Pablo Lopez for those keeping track at home.
No, sorry, I'm not going to take.
Pablo.
Pablo.
This would be a Gossman situation.
Look at this guy already trying to freaking.
I was trying to see if anybody's listening, Ryan. Gosh,
throw me off my game. And
so Michael Harris would be too early for you here, huh?
He would not. See,
there goes Harper. Ohtani Harper combo for Jenny.
So Jenny was bluffing with her.
Util only based on the color there.
No, he's first round. It's 20 game eligibility. So
he's got to be first base. That's why I'm looking at it. I'm like, what in the world?
First base.
Okay, good. So that could be trouble in a real hurry there. So that's interesting. Jenny bluffed you. That's fun. We can talk about that at a later date and time. I think she's actually watching. So see where that one goes. And there goes Austin Riley falling into around early round 2. Judge Riley combo. That's a lot of power for Gianello.
A lot of power. Yeah. That's a lot of power.
So you still have Wheeler, Burns, Gossman on the table. You got Michael Harris, maybe some other bats you like. Or where we leaning? 3 picks till it gets to you.
I mean, good God, this room's gonna make me call me on my Burns fade. Mm-hmm. I can't believe Burns is still available.
Well, because Flowers won't take one.
Yeah, and probably not Scott Pianowski either.
There goes Olsen.
So bats I'm considering are Albies, Lindor, Harris.
There goes Devers. Did not expect that.
Pitchers is Burns, Wheeler.
You pretty much have everybody you want.
Which I don't want, man. I want an easy decision.
This is great. This is where you want to be in a draft. This is when all the prep comes into play, Mr. Bloomfield.
Dude, this is a sweat, man.
At this rate, you might get Pablo in round 3.
God, you're right.
I know.
I hate to admit that.
I'm right more than you want to admit. There goes Lindor. That's a great pick by Flowers. I love Lindor this year.
All right, so I'm gonna
do it.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Do it.
I'm gonna read the room and kind of hope. I'm very shocked. Only 2 pitchers have gone.
Lock in your batting average for the whole season.
I'm gonna play the room and try and see if one of those top 6 or 7 starters makes it all the way back. The pick is in.
And it is.
How far are we lagged? Is the pick not in?
Ozzie Albies. There we go. Former Freddie Freeman teammate. All right, I'll give you a second we got a couple of things in the chat here. Ray Murphy, Ryan, what's on the screen tonight? Are you roto-labbing?
I am not. I've got my Google sheet up, my super secret Google sheet up. Rotolab using for auctions, and would highly recommend for auctions.
Yeah. Moose Joe's talking about new big outfield wall for Burns. That's a plus. Eric wanted you to take Wheeler. That would have been fun. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Hoffman wanted Harris. Hoffman, I wanted Harris too. I'm kind of not happy on that one.
Love it. Love the shade.
Burns is now the biggest ADP follower by Rand Simon. That is 100% correct. Burnsy is it's. I'll leave the dad joke there. It wrote itself. I'm just going to stop. But there goes Gossman ahead of Burns. So we still have Burns and Wheeler on the board here. That is.
I want to see if DVR takes Burns.
Harris went right after you.
Yep.
Tatis Harris combo. Talk about a dream start right there. That is like awesome. Your MVP.
I would say Freeman Albies is just it's just
not
a dream
bad.
Start,
it's not bad if you like infielders, but in a 5 outfielder league, like you're doing the opposite of what you've done in years past. This is impressive.
Derek Van Raper loves Corbin Burns. I'm fascinated to see if Burns falls back to him. He started with Spencer Strider.
A Strider-Burns combo in the year 2024.
I'm very curious to see if he has to make that decision.
I would love for him to pick Wheeler instead, though, just to really light the room on fire. He wouldn't. He would pick his guy, I'm pretty sure. But that could be fun. Ice T12 says, I like the Turner Devers combo. Devers has no steals, but makes sense to complement Turner, who has less power. It is a great 1-2 punch. There's no doubting that with Devers and two decent. There goes Burnstrider for DVR. You got it.
He did it, did he?
Yep, he did.
I know him a little too well. Look at that. That's awesome.
Oh, Ice T12 is Ariel. Oh, sorry. Is Ariel Cohen. We have Ariel Cohen in the chat, everybody. There we go.
What's up?
Yep, I agree with that completely. We got down here DVR Pocket Aces with Strider Burns would be lethal. Well, he got it. It is a deadly combination, and it allows him a lot of flexibility going forwards here. Good point by Future Professional in the chat. You have Pete and Schwarber not in consideration over Ozzy. No, you don't want that power source?
No, I want not to be a broken record, but batting average early.
And that's why he skipped on Michael Harris. Pete Alonso went with Corbin Carroll. That's a nice power combo, right? The power speed combo.
What did Zach Wheeler do to this room?
Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. This is quite the fall from grace. It's lining up, knock on wood, lining up nice for you still to get one of your guys, unless things get real wild here real quick.
Albies or Wheeler or Albies. I don't think my gamble is going to pay off, by the way. I don't think I'm getting an SP1 in the third.
You'll survive. I promise. You'll be okay. There goes Wheeler.
There's
Jeff Erickson, Bobby Witt, and Zach Wheeler.
He's got to be thrilled. Wheeler, man. He's my number 3 starting pitcher behind Strider than Cole. So
Yep. That's a big one. Late second round, Zach Wheeler. You're not going to see that very often, folks. Not often at all. So don't plan on that in the future.
So I'm hoping for somehow this won't happen, but Luis Castillo falling, it's not going to happen. But maybe Pablo Lopez in the third.
Maybe Tyler Glasnow.
Don't get me started, man. Tyler Glasnow.
Hey, if you listen to Twitter, he is in for a breakout season. It's coming.
That's your boy.
It is.
One of our side bets is Glasnow, 150 innings over under.
Yep. Yes, I know.
So that's
it goes Gunnar Henderson, J-Rod Gunnar Henderson combo, the youth movement for Dr. Roto. Now, this is always the fun one I like to see is how do you pair up Acuna after your first pick? There you go. Acuna, Randy Rosarena, George Kirby, boom, boom, boom. So you still have some of you still have Castillo and Lopez on the board.
Dude. Oh.
There goes Lou Bob.
God, this is killing me.
Dr. Roto, 3 bats. You'd imagine DVR passes on a pitcher.
I would think. I don't think Castillo's getting past Jeff or Fred. I don't. I'd love to be in their stream. They're doing a live stream as well, right next to each other.
Stay here. Let's stay here.
But I'd love to see what that conversation is right now. Marcus Semien goes to Jeff. Decided not to go. I'm surprised. So Ben Titt says too early for Kirby.
I agree with what else is on the board.
I mean, I would take Luis Castillo over Kirby.
Yeah, I think we talked about that on the SP show. It's like we love Kirby, but these other guys have ceilings Kirby doesn't yet have, it feels like.
All right, Altuve.
A couple guys, Arico, Route 66, both saying reach on Randy. I don't see that. I don't see that at all.
Well, you're talking to Randy Arozarena's family member here in Bubba.
Rand Simon says it's a min pick in February for a 15-team ADP drafts was 31. So that's pretty close.
What is Kirby?
No, for
Rosarena.
Oh, they both passed on pitcher, Ryan.
That's
it's coming.
Dude, what if I get Castillo? That's not going to happen. Will it? No, Allen will take him. Okay,
this has been my sentiments all draft season by A-Kates. I hate the turn reaching for the turn. Getting Acuna is awesome, but then it gets real annoying the rest of the draft. What are your thoughts on this, Ryan? Martin said he'd go Gallen over Kirby.
That's close. I'd go Kirby, though.
I'd probably go Gallen, so that's a fun one. Fun one for sure. Ariel says, prediction, the first closer will be taken by Paul Sporer on the wheel. I can see that. You're
not at the 3-4 turn. You're not getting a top-tier closer coming back to you.
Yep.
Allen's going to time out here.
Again, just like I did from Mookie Betts. Huh. This is a trend. There goes Luis Castillo. 2 picks to go. Can you get Pablo Lopez is the question.
That was crazy. That was a fall. Luis Castillo, man.
Yeah, Simeon Altuve went to Jeff and Fred. Vladito went to DVR. So DVR has gone Strider, Burns, Vladito. That is a start you do not see very often. And now Ryan's 2 picks away from maybe getting his dream in Pablo Lopez. This will be amazing.
Think we're overselling it a little bit.
I don't know, man. You're all team Pablo all the time.
That's the problem, though. I've got a lot of them.
Guess it goes to show what industry people listen to our content and don't. You can slide through in this draft.
I mean, I don't think Rudy will take Lopez. Yeah, he just went CJ Abrams.
So it's between Lopez and who for you?
I don't know. Yeah, so what I got to figure out really quick is who's my plan B here.
By ADP,
it's Bo Bichette.
Nope, don't do it.
Adolis.
Don't mind that, but you'd hate the batting average.
But that's why I have Freeman Albies.
There goes Bichette. Makes your decision easy.
All right.
Makes your decision easy. Man, what an easy draft you're having. This is ridiculous.
God. No, dude, I sweated out that second round, man.
Yeah.
I sweated that second round. My gamble paid off, though. Hey,
here you go. Moose Joe said he checked out the RotoWire stream, but Jeff and Fred don't have any nooners, so I'm back. That's right, boys and girls. We're here to entertain for the evening.
Hold on, let me make my pick first, because top in my queue is Corey Seager. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to mess that one up. Eric says drafts are so much better, or so much easier than auctions. Snake drafts, yes, this is very true.
Especially streaming one. Good God, we streamed an auction, our Bubba and the Bloom auction last night with Joe Arico, and whew.
Challenging.
It was fun, but it was
Kaufman thinks round 4 Yellow Brick Road incoming.
Always.
Yes.
Always. And I'm gonna try and get ahead of it with probably taking another pitcher in the 4th round, because I just know that's coming. Although I don't know, man. Look at the right side of my board. Yep. There is one pitcher been taken to the right of me the entire draft so far, and there goes Adolis, Corey Seager.
Ariel's saying drafting in the middle, you will see more value come about as there is less of a need to reach. You'll be making easier decisions than you think. Ray Murphy, I did not think there was going to work out. I thought you had to take Gosfin in round 2. Know your room. Kudos.
As Pablo Lopez reports to camp tomorrow with a...
Oh, stop it. Don't even finish that sentence.
Oh, stop. No, getting Lopez, I feel like that's a gamble that paid off. I don't know.
Here's a question for you from A-Case. If Pablo wasn't there, Ryan, who's the worst arm you'd be okay having as your ace?
If Pablo wasn't there, I'm waiting till the 4th round and getting like Freddie Peralta or Logan Webb. Most people would probably say Zach Gallen, and that would make sense to me. So probably Gallen, but I'd probably just wait. I don't see that much of a difference between Gallen and kind of the next group down. So yeah. There's the first closer. Ariel was incorrect.
Yeah, they beat Paul to the punch on that one. There goes Freddie Peralta. A round 3 Freddie Peralta.
Hey, we approve. That's
100%
full seal of approval.
Hey, and it's ahead of Glass now, so you must be pumped on that.
I mean, again, sharp room. Notice how Glass now has been faded. Sharp room.
Oh man, here we go. I'm stopping on that one. I'm not going to keep pounding that drum. Maybe a little later. But
yeah, get a few more.
Yeah, there goes Diaz. We got 2 closers off the board. Jimmy Butler.
The funny thing is, you're going to give me so much crap if Glasnow is available in the 4th somehow to me.
Oh, he will be because of all the trash you just talked. So he's going to fall right in your lap, and you're going to pass on him.
It's going to be Jacob deGrom 2.0. Remember in the 4th round last year.
But remember, he's your SP2 now, not your ace.
He's not going to make it that far.
If he does, what are you going to
do? Let me not think about that.
There goes Josh Hader to Paul Sporer. So at least Ariel got that right. He did take a closer on that one.
And so I'm starting to see, that's 3 closers already. I need to start thinking about if I don't take a closer in the 4th round, and I do. I mean, we just we'll pub the Bubba and the Bloom podcast, which I don't think we did. But our last episode was the reliever preview, and I said I want to get one of those first 8 or 9 relievers. I may not get one of those if I do not take one in the 4th round here.
Yep. Kevin Hastings checking in from Hawaii, less than 3 rounds in, and it's apparent I'm not doing any more work today. Aloha, my friend. Aloha. Welcome to the party. So have some fun there. I like what Mark says here. He goes, if Ginny grabs Glass now, she told me she was going to try and tune in. So there's a chance.
Whoa, Ariel with the super correct. Spore goes with Hader Class A on the turn. Let's go. And then Duran, oh my goodness.
It's a closer parade. We know this isn't an overall, right? What are we doing here?
So I could get
punt saves. Just punt saves.
I could get Glass now, Gallon.
Yeah, just punt saves at this point. That's my tease, or at least wait.
Punt saves at this point.
Well, remember that other pocket we talked about where you can get a bunch of maybe the 14 through 20 ADP guys that could get you 20 and they might lose their job, but there's other guys that can replace them. Focus on that pocket is what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I'm really going to have to sweat Glass now in the 4th. If that
it's
happens.
Glorious. There goes Logan Webb ahead of Glass now. So we had a Freddie Peralta Logan Webb combo. That's actually really nice because the volatility of Peralta's health with a workhorse like Webb. There goes Aaron Nola. Glass now is falling to you. This is amazing.
Dude, this is shades of DeGrom last year. I hate this.
This is better though.
You tried to get me to take DeGrom last year. I didn't. I took Gossman instead.
It worked out well. So then who are you going to take if you don't? Who are you going to take now when you don't take Glass now? Because you're like, I told you so, Bubba. Who are you taking now? It's going to beat him out for the NL Cy Young.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me!
Remember, everybody, Ryan likes me on this show for some reason.
You have got to be kidding me. Flowers, take Glass now.
He ain't taking Glass now.
He ain't taking Glass.
He's not taking a pitcher at all. There goes Nolan Jones though. Turner. Yamamoto before Glass now. Do it, Bloomfield. Don't be scared. It's your SP2. Yamamoto over Glass now. Honestly, that just feels like we need something to talk about on Sirius XM tomorrow, is what that feels like to me. That's a rich play.
Dude.
You got 30 seconds. It's okay. You can sweat it out another 15 or so. Yeah, see, even Kaufman says, Pablo and Glass now. What could go wrong? The chat's rooting for you, man. Glass now at SP2 has Ester ring different than SP1, right? I agree completely, Mark.
This is unbelievable. Pick is in. Pick is in.
It better be good. Yes! Yes!
You have got to be kidding me.
I can't wait to see that clip on Twitter tomorrow. Let's go. Tyler Glass.
Let's go. I guess I'm a Glass now guy.
Let's do it. The chat is in and out. We have laughing, we have nose, we have wild, we have Hob, Bubba's
Tom
a menace.
Mulhall, what's up, Tom? Says no. That's good. We got
this one's
Van
a good one.
Bubba, which I agree with. Yeah, I'll let you run the. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
I got the Bubba is a menace. That's fair. Ryan, we can all split Woody's evenly. Good
My
pick.
man.
See
There we
from
go.
Andy. Ben Tidd's laughing. Tom, Ben, Bubba.
Tid's laughing at my pick.
Martin Bloom looks nauseous. Like this is what it's all about, everybody.
Bloom looks nauseous. Yeah,
how many
that's
rounds?
probably right.
30 rounds. We got 26 more picks, folks. This is going to be amazing. So
I wish this was not Red Bull.
Hey, maybe one of these years I can fly to, and we could do it in your basement next to each other, like a Sports Center set. It'd be great. I could be in your ear, like literally in your ear. We may not have a podcast after that.
Yeah.
After Glass, now we have Gallon Scooble went. That's a fun one. So yeah, the Yellow Brick Road in round 4.
The Yellow Brick Road. Oh my God, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 out of the last 13 picks have been pitchers.
See, look at what Rand said. Based on recent ADP, Glasnow is a pick is a huge value, dude.
That assumes the market's right on Glasnow, which it's not. No, honestly, like 4th round SP2, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Obviously, I'm okay with it because I made the pick, even though you're in my ear incessantly telling me to make the pick.
It's never stopped you before. Gerald makes a point here. He says, Bloom, I could use someone to distract Bubba on Friday night because he's in the draft with me, the auction.
Yeah, I might have to return that favor, Gerald. But no, and so I don't know. This was crazy. I was planning on taking a closer in the 4th round, just thinking. And again, this is the beauty of one draft. I did not think so many closers would go off the board at that 3-4 turn. That was wild.
It was insane.
And I kind of I didn't want to fall in the trap, and being in the middle allows me to not fall into that trap. I'll still have, I think, a decent closer if I want at 5 or even 6 coming back to me. So
I agree. That's what I was kind of trying to say without, I guess I said it wrong, but I was trying to say you might not get the elite guys. There's still a pocket we've talked about that you can get in a couple more rounds. So, because I've never, in all the drafting we've done so far, and especially this not even being an overall competition, how did that just happen is what I'm trying to figure out.
And the part that is coming to fruition is this 3rd, 4th round. Yeah, Yellow Brick Road and just the bats I don't like Royce Lewis, Rutschman, and Jones. They're fine players. I'm not saying they're bad picks. It's just for me, it's not what I'm looking at. So
yeah. Well, you feel better now? You good? Everything good?
Talk myself into feeling a little better. My kids
just got
home. My dogs are down here now comforting me.
Perfect. The dogs are the best. That's what you need.
They can tell when you made a bad pick. They come down and.
Well, on the bright side now is you got 2 aces to go with 2 batting average studs. Now the draft is your oyster. So we might wait on a reliever for a round or 2, like you're saying. Where are we going to focus? Is there a position you're looking for? You need a 5 outfielder league. Maybe an outfielder would be an idea. Just throwing that out there. Where are we going on this?
I didn't know it was a 5 outfield league. Thanks for.
Well, last year you had 5 outfielders in the first 10 rounds, and you were sweating that one out.
Appreciate that reminder. I'm thinking a closer in the 5th or 6th. We'll see kind of what happens. And really, since so many guys took closers to the right of me, if I don't take one in the 5th, it's probably going to be the same guys available to me wrapping around the 6th.
Great point. Great point.
You do make, regrettably, a good point on the outfield thing.
Yeah, it's like the 3rd time he said that tonight already, people. Keep track of that.
And I do. So like I said, I'm not too crazy about steals, but I do need to keep track of it. I don't expect Freeman to get another 20, 23 steals or whatever again. No. I probably got 2 guys with 10 to 15 bags, which is okay, but it's just something to monitor, as Mike Curlin says.
Yes, to monitor. Dave Funnel's got a question for you. For the teams without any pitchers yet, do you have any concerns?
No, not really. So, for example, Dr. Rhoda just took Logan Gilbert, Zach Eflin at the 4-5 turn.
That's pretty good.
I think that's awesome. And and Scott Pianowski's the only other person without a pitcher. So I think
well, and technically Jenny only has closers.
True. And Jesus, 4 closers went in a row.
Yeah, that's the most bizarre thing I've seen in a long time.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and there was basically 5 closers taken in 6 picks in a non-overall competition. I'm just confused. It could work.
Again, like where I assumed Glasnow would go, but
yeah, Like it could work in a great way. I've just never seen it, so I'm just like, whoa, that was interesting.
That was very interesting. Grayson Rodriguez.
By the way, we missed on our fun there. DVR added Royce Lewis to his team. He has quite a fun squad between Strider, Burns, Ladito, Lewis. Let's see what he takes here in round 5. Like Guerrero and Lewis, if they hit their ceiling, those are tremendous picks, obviously, to go with 2 of the best pitchers in baseball. Now he puts Nico Horner and all that speed with it. That's a heck of a little combo he's got going there.
I like that. Oh, where am I thinking? So there are 2 closers I still like available. I think Iglesias and Bednar are still there, right?
Yes, they're still there as the chat's been reaching out. You got them. Did Doval? Yeah, Doval went there too, Zinke.
Doval went. So I'm thinking maybe Iglesias or Bednar. If I go on the pitcher side, I'm thinking Machado or Realmuto.
Can I throw this out to you real quick? If you pass on closers, do you think your boy Seawald gets back?
Yeah. Yeah.
So would that be an okay consolation prize if you'd rather have a bat?
Yes, that would be.
Cool. Just throwing that out there. So.
And I'm confident 3 more closers won't go between my 5th and 6th round pick. That's almost impossible.
I would imagine.
Given what we just saw.
Is Alan Harrison going to clock out every time?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. He took Will Smith, 2 catchers in a row. Adley and Will Smith for Alan Harrison at the 4-5.
First 2 catchers off the board are Adley and Will Smith. Interesting.
Is Machado a little on the radar here? He's a lot on the radar.
Yes.
I'm thinking him or JTR.
There goes Machado right there, so he's off the radar now.
All right, so Rudy Gamble's in the stream. What's up, Rudy? How we doing tonight, man? Love your projections.
Had a great time at
FBAT. Great tools.
Yeah. Good stuff there. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.
Oh, that was great.
Rudy's good people. We drove
Rudy's
Rudy to AFL game at First Pitch this year.
Rudy is good people. A lot of fun.
Ellinger, Matt McLean still available. I'm thinking JTR. I know you don't like it. No, I
don't. I don't.
But JTR is awesome.
Catcher's so deep.
And
you have no outfielders.
It's okay.
Okay.
JTR. I also don't have speed. I could go Bellinger.
Yeah, you could do that. There's probably a few options you could do. Up the middle, potentially.
Bellinger, JTR. Bellinger, JTR. JTR, Bellinger.
Bellinger. That hurts me to say, but that's my thoughts on JTR, basically.
No, we're going JTR.
This was great, this chat.
I'm not a slave to your advice.
Yeah, no, Andy Swinter, 1 pick for Bubba, 1 pick for
That's right. We gotta. I placated you last time with Glass now.
That's why I laughed. Like, that's fair enough.
So yes, catcher's deep, but to the point of what I was saying earlier about $100 fab with $1 minimum, streaming catcher, in my opinion, is not really an option in labor. I don't want to spend that much fab capital with a late second catcher. So I almost treat this more as a draft and hold style where I want to get 2 good catchers in this league, just because fab is a little bit more precious for streaming. So that's my honest answer. I mentioned a little light on speed, and JTR helps a ton with that, with 15 or so bags, that catcher. So
that does help.
Plus, I get to piss off the catcher guy, which
that's just You're a little early to talk about having to stream catchers with so many still on the board. Is the point there? So now we're going closer. I'm assuming you got to go.
Yeah, probably going closer on the way back.
Yeah. How do you rank the 3 between Iglesias, Bednar, Seawald? I know how you ranked them on the show. How do we rank them right now?
I don't really care. Probably Iglesias, Bednar, Seawald.
Great for
man. All these damn questions. I'm trying to draft.
Okay, well, fine. And we won't talk to chat. It's just you and me the rest of the show here. Mike Trout just went after JT Realmuto, by the way, to Ray Flowers. So Flowers gone Soto, Lindor, Seager, Yamamoto, Trout. Think about back in the day, the option of having a Soto Trout baseball team.
Yep.
Like that's crazy times we're living in. There goes Kota Singa giving Scott Pianowski his first pitcher. I approve. If you're especially in round
approve
5,
too.
Kota Singa, that's outstanding.
And that goes back to the chat question. I'm sorry, I don't recall who it was, but Scott could wait till the 5th to go Senga and still get still put together, I think, a pretty good staff. Yeah. So yeah, waiting on starting pitcher this year, I think, again, especially in a league that drafts this early, it's a good way to go.
There is a good chance I'll let the cat out of the bag now that in Tout Wars, depending on where I'm at, I will do a similar thing to Pianowski. Let's put it that way. Because I think if you miss out on the aces, it opens up a big pool. Given I don't know if how many closers will go out the gate, so that changes things as well.
Yeah. So no closers went. So I probably shouldn't say I don't care between Iglesias, Bednar, Seawald, but
yeah. Let's see what I'm curious what Jenny's going to do. Ohtani, Harper, and then he's 2 closers and Diaz and Durant. There goes Jazz Chisholm. There's a good speed source going. Let's see. Jenny is on the clock. So Giannella's gone Judge Riley, power. Peralta Webb, great 1-2 punch. Jazz Chisholm for speed. And Ryan's smirking at me, so I don't know what I did there.
No, I'm just honed in on my list. I'm not.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm just curious what Jenny Butler is going to do here. She's about 20 seconds on the clock. Singa is fired, according to Mo Deportes. Ryan has overcorrected how he's approaching outfield. Yeah, I'm with you, Ben. 5 out of 10 last year, 5 rounds without one this year. So it's quite the
and probably 6 because I'm probably going closer next.
Well, I got news for you, Moose Joe. He says, I hope Brian gets the Badger Bubba. We're in the draft together, not on the same team, against each other. If you think this is entertaining right now, it could be a fireworks show on March 5th. So tune in March 5th. I'm pretty sure that's the date.
2 weeks from tonight.
Yeah. So tune in for that one. That'll be a party.
Same league. Ray Murphy's in that league as well. Ray's in the chat. So yeah, that's going to be electric.
Yeah, it's going to be something special, to say the least.
Jenny went Bobby Miller, which I also really like. We talked about on our starting pitcher pod, like a lot of good starting pitchers right here. Bobby Miller, Zach Eflin just went, but like Yuri Perez, Pizarro, Joe Ryan.
Sporter's going wild here. He just went Kim and O'Neill Cruz with Clase, Hader, Cole, and Jordan. If Cruz turns out to be the dude we thought he was, that's amazing. But that is a big boom middle infield speed push for Sporer. So still all 3 of your closers are on the board, Bloomfield.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is good. I to be able to get what I think is a tier 1B closer in the 6th round. That's good for me. I like that.
Yes. There goes Joe Ryan to go with Bobby Miller. That's where
Jenny has done well with
those 2. I love Bobby Miller as an SP2 this year, or Joe Ryan SP1, SP2. You pick your poison basically. That's real good stuff there.
Couple fallers so far. I was just going to say Blake Snell. So Blake Snell just went to Mike Gianella.
Peralta, Webb, and Snell. That's a nice 1, 2, 3.
Bellinger's by ADP by far the biggest fall so far, and then Matt McLean.
Take him with your next pick.
No.
Oh man. So you're locked in. It's closer or bust.
I think so, because I just don't think one of those 3 guys is coming back.
Okay. So if all 3 are on the board, who are we taking? Back to my question from 5 minutes ago.
If I don't answer, will you keep asking it?
I'm like a 2-year-old child right now. Yes.
No, I'll go Iglesias first. The combo of stability and the team is pretty fantastic. Granted, so I'm 2 picks away. Flowers and Pianowski both don't have closers yet, so maybe one of them takes one here. Jeff Johnson in the chat says, is McLean's injury causing him to fall a bit? I think so, and I'm a little concerned about Matt McLean's oblique.
Ooh, there goes Yelich. Injury. That's a good one. That's a good one to Scott Pianowski. I like Turner, Devers, Adelise, Jones, Senga, Yelich. That is very tasty.
And between us, we've taken 3 outfielders.
There goes Yuri Perez to go with Yamamoto with Ray Flowers pitching staff going for all the gusto. So you bring in Iglesias downtown?
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the squad.
Yeah.
That's a pretty easy, quick click.
Ben Ted, wait, why is Iglesias still available? Yeah, we're with you. Iglesias, Bednar, and Seawald somehow after the run of Clase Duran,
Yeah.
there was only Doval.
And that's interesting because, like, I like Iglesias more than
Romano.
Well, I mean, at least like in the same tier as Romano, Duran, those types. That is weird that so many closers went so early and then
They just
nothing.
froze. Well, I think it goes to now the elite closers are gone. People are referencing the ADPs. Remember, the ADPs you're looking at are mainly DC ADPs where you can't go to Fab.
Yes.
This is a standalone league. So in reality, if you're going to punt a pitching category, punt saves and try to work the wire, given your Fab's a different situation. But if you want to punt a category or go lesser on a category per se with a lesser tier guy, closer's your spot. And that's what I think some people are choosing. That's not my 2 cents at least.
No, that makes sense. And maybe some people are good at punt closers because, again, standalone league, trading league.
Yep. Yeah,
you can do that.
Saves. Yeah.
And that's why I don't want to just overreact to what like Jenny and Paul are doing, taking those 2 early closers. This is a trading league. So you can, and it's probably part of their plan. You can build up a nice cushion and saves through May or June and then deal one of your relievers. So you don't have to leave the draft balanced at all. So just keep that in mind. Like, as wild as it is to see 2 closers go on the same team in the 3rd and 4th round in LABR, it's certainly a viable strategy.
And there goes DVR taking Bellinger.
Good man. Smart man.
He's putting together a good squad there. It's pretty good. With all the kind words Ryan keeps saying, I might be looking for it. He might be have a new co-host. It sounds like that. I just don't know about him. We have blindsided here.
DVR and I co-manage our XFL team, so we're pretty locked in on players together. He's actually, so I should have mentioned this at the top. Derek is new to LABR Mix this year. Steve Gardner is not. Steve Gardner stepped away from playing, at least this league. I'm not sure if he's in the other LABR leagues down in Florida, but Derek Van Riper has Steve Gardner's team this year. So just
all right. Beverly Wallace says Suzuki would be a good pick for you, Ryan, next round. I do like we like some Seiya. We like some Seiya.
Agree. I nodded my head when I saw that in the chat. Seiya Suzuki is like, and it fits my team perfectly, like another decent batch of 10 to 15 bags at a position I need.
Still 5 category contributor at this point in the draft, which is pretty nice.
Yep. So anyone listening in the league, Dr. Roto.
There goes Seawald.
Dr. Roto, this was your test.
Yeah. Bednar Seawald went right after you, basically a couple picks in between, but they're gone. So the big eight or nine closers are off the board now.
Yep. And that's what I wanted to do. I got like the 7th out of the 9. So that's.
Yeah. And I think we said he was like our 5th or 6th on the show. So
we were both
we like Iglesias quite a bit.
Alexis Diaz is still out there. I know you like him. You like him more than I do.
Yeah. I like him, but not as much as people. Well, at this ADP is a little better, yes, but I'm not in love with him. I would have taken all these guys ahead of him.
Agreed.
Yeah. But like where you're at now, okay. Now he's in the conversation for sure. If Kaufman says if Seiya goes with the Freddie average cushion, would you consider Schwarber?
Oh, that's a good question. I really don't want to consider Schwarber.
Yeah, that's like you need a hefty, a really big cushion.
And this is this is kind of the cool thing with my draft sheet here. I can right now I've got with the projections a 283 batting average with my 3 guys. If I take Kyle Schwarber, that batting average goes from 283 down to 261, and I'm targeting
drop.
I'm targeting like a 260 batting average in this league. So I lose. Yeah, I go from 283 to 268 if I take Schwarber.
That is a big time drop.
And he just went. So
it costs us Schwarber turn. That might be like 85 home runs, but goodness gracious, what else comes with that? With Acuna on your squad. Andy Splinter says, I bet Rudy takes Seiya. That would be amazing.
That would suck, dude.
That would be amazing, is all I have to say, because then we would know he'd be pulling the Doc Roto of this year.
That would suck. I really want Seiya Suzuki. That's who I'll throw it out there. That is who I want. And right now at this point, I'm just looking for alternatives.
Tanner Scott going before Diaz as well. That's a bit surprising. Alexis is falling that much in this draft.
At what point do I consider Matt McLean? 7th round.
It's pretty close to that time. Great pick by Jeff Erickson right there.
Yep.
Throw it out there.
Catcher man gets excited.
Yep. Yainer Diaz. Way too late compared to some other catchers off the board already. So
you're killing me.
That's good. Hey, you took him at like $14 last night. So
no, I like Yainer Diaz. I thought you were taking a shot at JTR.
No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, we're coming up here. Say a Felty would be absolutely electric factory.
I mean, it wouldn't be a fall. Say it's an 8th round ADP.
I mean, it felt like to you just based on like you're getting like all of your guys. Kind of, it feels like it's working out well for you right now. So far, so good.
Except for one glaring, not my guy.
Hey, you're gonna thank the chat later on that one. There goes Alexis Diaz to Fred Zinke. So that's an interesting crew. He's got Doval, Grayson, Luzardo, Alexis Diaz in his last 4 picks. There goes Helsley
going.
Now people are panicking if they didn't take a closer because I would have probably just said screw it. Let Helsley go at that point.
Still a couple I like out there. Tanner Scott went. We missed that. But yeah, very happy to have Iglesias.
Yeah, Rysel looks real good now because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 closers have gone after that. So definite big boy things. 5 of the next 13 picks were closers.
Trying to think my backup plan for Seiya.
I'm about to say, what is your plan when Rudy takes Seiya with his next pick?
It's tough. I don't want to overreact to the fact I don't have any outfielders yet. Like I don't want
to have any outfielders.
I don't want to sacrifice a better player because I don't have any outfielders yet. I am thinking Andres Jimenez, actually, even though I have our second baseman already.
Yeah,
fine. Allen times out again. I don't know what's going on.
I'm always in him. And there goes Evan Phillips after Rudy. Rudy took Evan Phillips. So team not listening or team doesn't like say it. We don't know this yet. Can't rule it out just yet.
Evan Phillips went. So I'm on deck.
Yep. But that's 6 closers and 15 picks. That's impressive. And Podhoser has 2 outfielders already. Does he take his third with Seiya Suzuki or does he move on?
No way.
I don't think he does. I think you got Seiya and it's just another relaxing pick for you as this draft goes on. I'd start planning your 8th round pick personally.
Where's he? I got to scroll down on the little queue here, dude, for Seiya.
That's offensive. And that's a testament to other people. If you're drafting in other formats, you need to pay attention because their rankings can be different, and that'll give you differences in where you find guys.
True. So what I did too, well, let me make my pick first, assuming it's Seiya. And this is...
It skipped him. What?
Skipped. Let's go.
Is that allowed?
Podhors are out.
Is that allowed?
Podhors are out. So should I take Seiya and flip my hand or no? Okay.
They froze it. Okay, I was about to go. Right. That's odd. I've never seen anything like that. The Oakland Raiders. What's up?
So while the things paused, so you mentioned like draft room queue and things like that. So what I did last night, and I recommend this to anybody, didn't take very long. In RT Sports, which is the platform for LABR, they've got like a the hell's going on? Oh, Andres Jimenez is going to be the pick. They've got like an import function where you can import rankings into your draft room. So what I did last night is I just downloaded the NFBC ADP, like recent ADP, and just uploaded that into RT Sports. So like I didn't go through and like spend the time to rank them. We'll you know, we can talk about rankings all we want, but they're
very vital. I think that's all I have to say.
I just took the NFBC ADP and uploaded that into this draft room, just so like you never know if I get Bubba distracts me or I'm just stuck. Worst case, I get the top NFBC guy by ADP. So I would highly recommend doing that as part of a draft prep for anyone out there, is to load something into your draft room so you don't have to go by the defaults.
I think Podhoser is. Oh no, he took Jimenez, Andres Jimenez.
Yeah,
so get your Seiya pick, or don't. It's up to you, but feel free.
Nope. Pick is in again.
I love
That was
Say
an
at this
easy
point.
one.
I think well you liked him before I did. I'll admit that out the gate, but he just there's another level to him, I think, that the rankings aren't accounting for right now.
I really want to see Matt McLean is falling. God.
I'd be willing to take him at this point, personally. Between the IL options you have and the middle infield
know.
help he gives you and stuff, I think
It's
there's a
tough.
lot
The
to like.
thing is, it's not just the oblique. That's what ended McLean's season last year. It was the oblique. It's the same oblique.
You could always go with Tyro Estrada for speed up the middle if you feel like it. That's 25 steals.
Where's he at? All right, I got to plan out my next.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm here to help. Tyro's a great one. See, and aren't you proud I didn't even tell you to take Geloff because I know how much you don't like him, so I was trying to be nice. Tyro, go that direction.
Yeah, you're learning.
I'm trying. I'm saving the real zingers for later. Don't you worry. When we start losing people at around 24.
Yeah, that's when it gets good.
That's when I'm about 6 nudes deep and the party begins. So, yeah, you just gotta this is the fun part. People know these names. This is easy stuff. We got to bring the thunder late. But yeah, so where are you looking here though is the question. And Moose Joe says Giants homer pick. No, Thyro's been a me thing for a long time.
I'm fully aboard the Thyro train.
I didn't say draft Pablo Sandoval. I said Thyro Estrada. There's a difference.
God. We are almost to the point in the draft where I do not like starting pitching for like multiple rounds. So where my head's at right now, I really like Justin Steele and Tanner Bybee that are both still out there. If one of those two guys makes it to me in the 8th round, perfect. I think I have to take them just because of, again, I'm just looking at names that are bolded on my sheet, and there's not many for these next 3 rounds at starting pitcher.
There goes Spencer Steer ahead of McLean.
Yeah.
Along the lines of the Bybee and I guess Bryce Miller, Brian Wu is the next tier down. So never mind. We can pass on that one. But I was going to mention some of those guys as well. In the chat, Danny says Cole Reagan, question mark.
Yeah, like Wu and Miller, I like them, but they're not
another
12th round ADP. So I'm not, I'm not 4 rounds ahead of ADP is a bit much.
No, that's fine. I am a big Tanner Bybee fan. So
there goes McLean, Mike Fianella.
Glad you changed your tune.
Hey man, I read your article and the light came on.
I'm glad I could get somebody excited about it.
Man. No, if one of those two guys is there, that's an easy pick for me. And then if neither of those two guys are there, I don't think I'm going starting pitcher.
Yes.
By ADP, the next guys after that are Cease, Reagans, Gray, Verlander. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, don't do it. I heard Verlander's got some issues. He's had issues for a few years. Dansby question mark from Eric. It is a shortstop with maybe bounce back upside. You could pair him with Saya.
Totally fits the build as well. Yes. Of going 10 bags at a time. Dansby actually probably is my top hitter available, and I haven't taken shortstop, so that would be a perfect fit.
That's where Thyro's going later anyways. You're fine.
So I got 3 guys I'm ready to pounce on. I could go Lane Thomas.
Yeah. To me, shameless plug, I wrote about this. You could draft Lane Thomas or wait 3 or 4 rounds and draft Chas McCormick. Tell me the difference.
What about, so speaking of tell me the difference a few rounds later, your boy is still out there, I think. Oh, no, never mind.
Which one?
I was going to say William Contreras.
Oh, he went a long time ago. Respect the name. Put some respect on the name.
Hey, this is not easy, tracking this and having you in my ear.
A couple things for you, though, from the chat here. John says, do you think Steele can repeat his amazing year last year? I do.
Close enough to make it worth an 8th round.
As an SP3, yes.
Yep.
Thomas Travado said, I decided to keep Bybee this year after you answered a question for me on Twitter, Bubba. You're welcome. Ben Tidd's a fan of Bybee. Nope on Lane. Kaufman seconds that. And then Kaufman thinks this is your strategy, Ryan. SP, Dansby, panic.
Yes, that is my strategy. If
don't
the
worry,
two
folks.
starters go, if Bybee and Steele and Swanson go, I'm only 4 picks away. So if that happens, I will be on tilt.
Yeah. I think you're going to get one of your guys here. I think you got it coming.
I should. There goes
goes
Torque. So it'd have to be 3 for 3 coming up.
Yeah, so you're
That's
good.
not going to happen.
No, it's not. So well, how did you rank that threesome out?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Steele or Bybee? I'm going to go Steele or Bybee.
Steele, Bybee, and then Dansby after that.
I literally have them like the same projected 350 ERA, 120 whip, and like a 25-26% K rate. Same number of wins, 5 innings difference is my projection for both of them, which basically tells me they're the same dude.
Yeah.
It's interesting that dichotomy, though. Steele, you're kind of, so that's where I'm projecting them. Steele's coming down to that, and Bybee is, you would argue, coming up to that. So
100%.
where do you?
I think we saw Bybee's floor last year. We might have seen Steele's ceiling. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, I will say what Jenny is putting together now. This is the beauty of drafting. It's starting to build into a nice little puzzle here. I'm liking the overall. With the hitting early, the pitching in the middle, now Stott and Bogarts afterwards. There's a little fun little dichotomy of statistics going on there. George Springer off the board. Another team with 3 outfielders, so that's good. Scott Pianowski, does he take one of the 3?
He's only got one starter.
Yeah, he would not surprise me to take a Steele or a Bybee. Probably Steele to go with Senga, but we'll see.
The suspense as he ticks down to 5-4.
Come on. Lane Thomas, Craig Kimbrell.
A lot of shit.
So you got all 3 of your options again.
Of course.
Unbelievable. This never happens.
Dude, this is good. This is like, I'm feeling it, man.
I can't wait till this comes crashing down.
Narrator 2 hours later. He's like passed out drunk in his chair. Steele or Bybee?
Don't hit Bieber either.
Guardians, Cubs. They are literally the same. I will go Bybee. I'll go Bybee.
Eric in the chat. If you believe in glass now, you take Dansby here.
Spice. Chat's getting spicy.
That's not even me, everybody. This is great. I like this point, though. If you want some more safety, Future Professional says get on the Merrill Kelly train. I respect that. I have no problem with Merrill Kelly. There's
someone else, another safe guy. Say Jomo, but like, is he going to sign?
Jomo is not signed yet, and he went for like, what, $6 last night? Super cheap. That's crazy.
Ben Tidd does not like my my Bybee over Steele pick there.
Well, you can't win them all. Sometimes you just have to take it.
Ben Tidd face palms over that pick. So it's good.
It's okay.
I'm causing folks to injure themselves.
It's fun. It's fun.
Watching the stream.
Now you've locked in. You have 3 good starters, 3 great starters, 1 good closer to great closer, 1 outfielder, and a couple other positions. I'm assuming we're going bats for a bit based on your pitching conversation.
Got to go bats for a bit. Unless there's like another, like Clay Holmes is still there.
Adbert Alzolay, Clay Holmes, Alvarado, if you're feeling that Philadelphia thing.
Really.
Yeah.
I think Holmes is still available.
He should be.
Yeah. Fairbanks go. So like if Fairbanks is still out there, Holmes is still out there. So if like one of those 2 guys are still around, I might consider them. Otherwise, I'm going bats. Tidd's in my head, man. Ben Tidd's in my head.
That's my job, but you don't worry about Ben. I'm supposed to be in your head, not Ben. We got John. Yeah, there you go. What are your thoughts on Pete Fairbanks? Any concerns with the health?
Other than health? No, not really. I mean, I think he's Tampa's primary guy. And I think if Fairbanks were available in the 9th round, I would think pretty hard about doing that and then not having to worry, on paper at least, in mid-February about fabbing closers.
Our boy Danny Doink says Bybee and Steele have this exact same ATC auction value.
And I went through my personal projection. I project starting pitchers manually by hand, and they are dead on. So I don't know. There went Fairbanks. Derek Van Riper just took Helsley in the 7th and Fairbanks in the 8th. So he's got his 2 closers.
It's not bad for waiting. It's not bad for waiting. That's for sure.
Agreed. And the more I think about it, I would absolutely take Holmes if he's still available.
Lock in your 2 closers, not to worry about it ever again.
I mean, maybe even Jansen or Alzolay.
Alzolay over Jansen.
I don't know. All right, I got to catch up on.
Put your stuff in there. Fairbanks falling that far is pretty nice, though. Santander going off the board. Outfield is, I'd say, drying up, per se. So if you're not going with the closer, where are we looking on this one?
Dansby, Naylor, Estrada.
Have not heard an outfielder. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I don't mind that. I kind of lean Estrada to get you some steals, because if you keep waiting on outfielder, you're going to get no steals. So
at least by ADP the next few rounds, the outfielders are Jackson Churio, who I'm not doing.
Not happening.
Esteri Ruiz.
No.
And then the next one, who I would consider, is Cedric Mullins. He's an 11th round ADP.
Take Chaz McCormick over all of them. If you want an outfielder.
Chaz is like 12th round ADP.
I love Chaz.
So there's outfielders. There
are. So we're looking at an infielder most likely then. So that'll be fun.
Dansby just went.
Okay, perfect. So I want you to take Estrada anyway. So keep doing your thing, people.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with Estrada. I don't have a shortstop, so that would be perfect. Did Christian Walker go?
Yes, to Paul Sporer at the end of the last round.
No, that's Jordan Walker.
Oh, sorry. I just saw Walker. Okay.
Yeah.
Then somehow Christian's
still out there.
That's amazing. Since he's much better than Paul Goldschmidt, and Goldschmidt went already.
I mean, I don't need him with Freeman at first, but it's
a good 1-2 punch. It's the old rule, though. Don't worry about it. Get the best players and fill the team.
And I'm not even that high, much of a Walker guy.
Christian Walker did go. He went to Dr. Roto in round 6.
Where?
Round 6, Dr. Roto.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like my glasses?
Yeah. I need to go visit the eye doctor, Roto.
There you go. Exactly. Look at you. Look at you with the dad jokes. I'm so proud of you.
All right. Justin Steele just went. That's Dr. Roto. That's a great pick. Swanson and Steele wrote Dr. Roto and I, and Dr. Roto finished second in this league last year.
He's listening still.
We are very much on board with
same
players that we like. Bieber, we just caught a comment about Bieber. Bieber over Steele is crazy. I mean, I would take Steele. It's not crazy, but
that's not crazy.
Dude, is Clay Holmes going to make it back?
He might. That might completely change it. Well, Holmes, Alzolay.
Everyone in front of me has everyone has a closer in front of me.
I think at least
there's a chance.
Holmes or Alzolay should make it back.
I'm not as high on Alzolay as you are.
But I mean, if you want 2 closers, these are your last options.
You're not wrong. Kenley.
Holmes,
and I'm higher on Kenley than you are, obviously.
I like Kenley. I've talked about. I just think Alzolay's got the strikeout and ratio upside over Kenley.
I hear you. Yep.
Justin Mason in the chat preaching, saying that team 15 is awful. And, and Justin would know better than anybody. Like, come on, Justin, who goes Hader, Clase at 3-4, and then Kim and Cruz? Like, who does these things, Mason?
Is Paul streaming this, Justin?
I doubt it if Justin's in our chat.
That's a good point.
Good point. Yeah, highly doubt it. So,
Jackson Churio to
the homer, to the Brewers homer,
to Mr. Van Riper.
Justin Mason, garbage.
Dude, Holmes might make it back. Ben Tidd, what do we think about Holmes? Ben Tidd, the Yankee fan.
Are we face palming Ben Tidd?
Are we face palming like you did on my last pick, or what are we doing? God, there's a lot of guys I'd take. Naylor, Estrada.
I like Estrada, but I think he might make it back to you in the next round.
He might.
It'll be close. It'll be real close.
I think
I'm just amazed by how many
closers.
Just amazed how many closers are going in a non-overall freaking fan league. This is wild. Ben Tidd's a fan now of Clay Holmes, by the way.
Good.
And a tradition unlike any other, Alan Harrison is going to use all the clock.
Oh no, it's
Clay Holmes.
Damn.
Just to spite us in the end.
Yeah, no, it's
So you're gonna go Kinley, or you're gonna go Swanson's gone. You're gonna go Kinley or Estrada, maybe? Or it goes Naylor. Naylor's off the board.
Come on, Pod. Don't take Estrada. Don't do it. Don't do it, Pod Horser.
Estrada's a great pick right here. Absolutely amazing pick. Do it. Make your pick.
Well, I can't.
No, I'm talking about Podhoser.
Oh, Pod. Yeah, he's still on. 30 seconds and ticking. He's got a second baseman and a shortstop, so he's not taking this.
Martin Tanner Scott went in round 7.
Yep, Tanner Scott's gone. Yeah, I'm gonna get Estrada because unless Pod fills middle infield.
There goes Ruiz. So yeah, there goes Estrada. Good. That's a nice option right there. It's 25 steals, at least.
Yeah, good batting average.
Yep.
Love that pick.
Should score some runs with Jorge Soler's 3-run home run barrage. It's gonna be great.
And I don't know, maybe Alzole makes it back.
Oh, he's growing on you already. I love it. Absolutely love it.
I mean, in the 10th round.
It's a great pick. It's not like it was a too early draft champions draft. You took him around like 6 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a little excited there.
Closers were flying in that one. And I was the last one without a closer.
Estrada. Man, yeah, a little light, definitely light in outfield, but that's, everything else I really like about this team. I was thinking Cedric Mullins in honor of Justin in the chat, but I think Cedric Mullins would have been my guy in the 10th. Just got taken by
Ray
Flowers.
Because in reality, you got Freeman Albie, he's got 5 categories. Realmuto, you got 5 categories, whatever, sort of. Suzuki, 5 categories. Estrada, say 4 categories, 4.5 categories. So that's still a good build. Like, you don't worry about positions, worry about stats, and so that's pretty strong.
I just the stolen base plan is working very well. It's like literally everyone on my team is 10 to 15 bags so far.
I'm with you. I love that type of build because then if a guy gets hurt, it doesn't crush your team. It leaves your team still sitting pretty.
Chris Bassett just went. That's the other guy I was thinking of when someone in the chat mentioned Merrill Kelly. That's the other kind of safe.
Chris Bassett, boring, safe. Yeah, Bassett, Jomo, Merrill Kelly.
Jomo just went. So here, watch Merrill Kelly go next. This is a very stable group of starters. I actually would consider Merrill Kelly coming back to me in the 10th.
Especially with Glasnow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make up for 4 months of Glasnow being gone. So
the bright side is he'll always be on your team.
Yeah, I get to put him on the IL. That's a feature. That's good.
Yeah, just to say, so you can always look at him, check it out.
Cole Reagans is hanging out by ADP. He's the furthest faller hanging out on the board.
Martin says in the chat, since you missed Mullins, it's only appropriate to take TJ Friedel for Justin. And Justin says Martin is correct. Oh, sorry. Martin is correct. So he's got that. Justin loves your team outside of Glasnow.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Agreed.
I don't know about you, but I think everybody else enjoyed the Glasnow pick.
Honestly,
holy shnikes, Cole Reagans just went.
Oh, geez. I thought someone died.
I thought he was already off the board by now. Jenny Butler with the Cole Reagans 9th round pick is fun. Really fun for waiting on starting pitching for so long.
I have the best looking IL in the league.
Yeah, he's
I will when Glasnow goes on the IL. Honestly, though, this is still, even though the risk that I took is early in the 4th, every single one of these players is pretty safe. At least the hitters. I took floor in pretty much all my other picks. I feel like
100%.
So I've taken one non-Bloomfield pick out of 9. And I will fully admit, if there's anything that I would pick holes in my general drafting philosophy, is I do not take enough risks in the first 10 rounds. I play it super, super safe, which has worked out, but it can also not. Denny Butler just took Ian Happ.
I love that. I almost mentioned him a couple of rounds ago. We talked to Saya. I almost mentioned Ian Happ.
Yep. That's a really, really good pick. Damn. But Alzolay still out there for now.
If it's not Alzolay, who are you looking at?
Dude, by ADP, 6 of the next 7. Dude, this is your time. 6 of the next 7 catchers, and the non-catcher is Zach Geloff.
Outstanding. Round 10.
Bubba lives for round 10.
Because Wilson Contreras just went. That's Paul's best pick of the draft so far.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so yeah, there goes Contreras. Never mind.
So he's got that going for him.
Sonny Gray just went. So I may go Merrill Kelly if Alzolay gets taken. There's not
there
like
goes Alzolay. Gianella. Boom, boom, boom.
So do I go Kenley?
I'm gonna say as much as I like Merrill Kelly, you just mentioned you need to take more risks. So it's time to start taking a chance on something here. Especially, I think an offensive risk sounds fun. Or like Thomas says, Bo Naylor time, Logan O'Hoppe time. Lock in those 2 catchers. You don't have to worry about streaming. Just throwing it out there.
No, I can wait on catcher a little bit.
He's ignoring me now. Then go Kenley. Get your closers. There ain't going to be any more.
No, there's really not. This is what we talked about on the reliever episode. There's a 4-round drop to the next guy. It's Jose Alvarado, Alex Lang, Jose Leclerc.
Here come all the catchers, as you mentioned. Sean Murphy, Salvador Perez. Take Kenley. Justin saying he got Kenley in round 13 of Barf. I'd have to look at the board, Justin, but I don't think this many closers went that early either in Barf. This is a pretty wild start to things. Justin Mason wants you to take TJ Friedel very badly. I think you take Friedel next round.
Yeah, I'm not taking Friedel yet. Jake Berger's out there.
I love that.
Projected hitter on my sheet. I'm up.
Riley Green off the board. Ray Flowers is taking quite an interesting squad as usual.
God, it's kind of hard to click Kenley's name.
Justin Louder for the guys in the back.
I don't really love anyone else, so let's do it. Take my second closer. He threw yesterday, so
there goes Kenley. Kaboom.
I like it.
You got your 2 closers. You can walk away from the relievers department now.
I may grab like a 28th round Chris Martin.
Yep.
Just to cover my ass.
I can live with that.
Maybe 26th, just to be safe.
Or speculate like on a Daniel Robertson or something. Or David Robertson's or whatever. No,
I just want to cover if Kenley gets hurt. Robertson he'll go first 20 rounds, I would think. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Know.
I don't know. But I am making a note to grab Old Man Martin. I'm adding him to my queue now, actually. If I know how to even do that. Do I know how to do that? Oh, God, no, I would draft him. Wait a minute.
I have a lot of jokes I'm going to make. I'm going to leave it alone. That was Carlos Rodon moving up to round 10, which is pretty nice.
Chris Martin's in the queue.
Yeah, so we'll see how this plays out. But you got your closers locked down. You got 3 starting pitchers through 10 rounds. So 5 pitchers out of your 10 picks. You have 1 outfielder. How are we? Where are we going here? Because you got a great base. You got steals everywhere. Any preferences at this point in time as we got pitchers going? Like what a round. Jansen, Rodon, Green, Verlander. Talk about volatility in this pitching department.
Yeah. And honestly, we're getting into those middle rounds where there goes your boy Geloff to
DVR. You said he's one of the smartest players in the draft, so there you go. We all make mistakes. Is that what you're gonna say?
Nah, DVR is too smart. Can't do that. The Verlander Green Rodon is fascinating because I feel like one of those guys will be going in the 3rd round this time next year.
Hopefully it's 100%.
Probably not Verlander. Maybe Green or Rodon. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Just fair. The ceiling that those guys have to get that in the 10th round. Yes, there's a very low floor, but the starting pitchers, as I've been saying, it's kind of ugly. There goes Chaz. Oh no, Zinky. Oh man, Chris Sale's still out there. I'm thinking closer, catcher as well.
Hoppy or Naylor? Neither.
Probably Naylor.
Yeah.
Either one. I don't know.
Hoppy, I think, has got this power ceiling, but if you want to keep the speed thing going, Naylor's your dude.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe Hoppy. Maybe. Oh, he just went to Roto. Of course.
There you go. Of course he did.
Of course he did. The Chas McCormick pick kind of stings. That was
that's a dude.
2.5 rounds before.
He's gonna keep going up though. That's kind of why I mentioned him. I was like, you gotta, if you want him, you have to go get him, because more people I think are starting to wisen up to the 2020 upside of a full season on that guy.
TJ Friedel's still available.
Friedel is still available. Mason reminded us again. So I like Friedel a lot. I have nothing against Friedel. I think he's a good plan B to a Chas McCormick.
How many times has Mason typed Friedel in this? I haven't been looking at the chat.
He's got one of those like he just stares at it. And they read his eyes and it types for him. It's just kind of he's got it so programmed on his keyboard. He hits one button and it spells it out for him.
Justin Mason chain smoking, yelling at his computer right now.
He's probably not far off because the storms are horrible. Danielle probably said, "Get out to your little warehouse and make sure it's not leaking everywhere."
Mason does finally make a coherent comment saying, "I need power."
Yep.
Which is probably a good point. Dr. Roto just double tapped Naylor and Ohapi. Bubba's just like happy as hell.
Yeah, there's a scene out of Office Space that sums up my thoughts on that scenario right there. Just going to throw that one out there. A question for Mason. Is there a RotoWare Friedel shirt yet? I have not seen one. That's something to think about. It could be like Justin Mason, like in Rocky when he's yelling at the end and it's just Friedel. That'd be kind of funny. Just throwing it out there. They want you to take Soler. The chat's on Soler power.
Soler, jeez, people.
Outfield and homers.
It's a little early, isn't it? No,
nah,
not early. I guess
not really. Not early. Not for someone with one outfielder. It's not early.
He's not outfield eligible, is he?
Oh, that's right. Is he util only?
Yeah,
you're right. No, he should still have outfield for one more year. No.
Is he going to DH on the Giants?
He will DH on the Giants. He's going to lose it after this year. Mark has a good one in the chat here. Bubba weeps on the spot.
Yeah, Soler is outfield eligible.
That's what 33 games. There goes Friedel to Fred Zinke, McCormick, and Friedel. Did he give up on the RotoWire feed and start listening to us?
Well, at least with Friedel gone, now Justin maybe could stop chatting.
Yeah, another question: if you don't want Soler, Beverly says Ozuna ? So that's an option as well. But I think he might be util only, actually.
Come on, people. We've got Jake Berger just sitting there.
Yeah, Berger. Eric says Berger available. Berger, that's the dude. That's I actually talked about him with Big John Stud. If you want a long shot NL home run champ, put some scratch down on a little Jake Berger action.
Either him or Francisco Alvarez. Just again, because I do need some power. Alvarez would be a good second catcher.
But Berger can hit 255, or Alvarez might crush your average.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But there are not many good. There's a few good second catchers.
Mason does say that Berger is a great pick.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll fall though. What color is third base in this thing? Brown.
It's like brown, yeah.
So Bregman, Machado. So Podhorzer might take him, but the next two guys have a third baseman already. There goes Soler. So the
Soler power to Harrison.
So the chat can pipe down a little bit on Soler there.
Or they can tell you, see, that was the right ADP to draft him.
Tom Travato says Gabriel Moreno for average. Absolutely. But I don't need average. But.
Yeah, him and Kyber both for average.
Speaking of average, Luis Arias just went.
Ben Ted says, I like Berger too, but think of your outfield.
I think of my poor outfield.
I don't disagree with that. I'd take Berger over Slayer all day, but if you're talking positional needs, yes.
Oh, I got sniped. Berger just went.
Yeah, Mark says, I hate to say it, but I think Pod takes Berger. And he did.
God, that's tough.
He needed a third baseman. He took him.
That's tough.
So now where are we going, Buttercup? Merrill Kelly? Oh, he went already. Never mind. To Erickson.
Where's shit?
Friedel got picked. Soler got picked. You got Zuna. Util only. This is going to be fun, folks. This is the first pick he's basically had where he has to really stretch it out.
I was going to take Jaron Duran, but I guess he got taken. I didn't even see that.
So who'd you take? Francisco Alvarez. Let's hope he increases that average. Very possible. He's young. Very possible. So
but the thing is, so I've got a projected 277 average. If I add Alvarez in there.
Oh, I thought you meant you had Alvarez projected.
No. Sorry. No, my team average by taking Alvarez goes from 277 to 271. I'm still well above.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's the benefit of taking Freddie Freeman, Albies,
yes,
in the draft. Like in the draft, as I can, and now I've got my second catcher. Like this is a build where Alvarez fits perfectly because I've got the batting average. Would have liked to have known Jaron Duran was gone.
I think he went at the beginning of this round to McLeod. Mark's got a great point. Ryan with the long hair dressed differently than Ryan with the short hair.
Yes, it's like medium length now.
It's like Samson and then Achilles. So
dude, what am I gonna do about outfield?
Okay, do I say I told you so? Yeah, or where does I was kidding. But this is where it gets fun. So we have to start. I can't see who's left, but I'm going to speculate here because I heard that's a cool thing to do these days. I'm just thinking team by team. Yeah, like Brian De La Cruz. Too early for him, but he's an option. Obviously, I'm just going through teams.
I mean teams, like MLB teams.
MLB teams because I don't have a sheet in front of me like you do.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, no, you actually have the drafter, is what I'm saying. So you can literally tell you who the next best available players are. Nothing's really ringing a bell to be honest.
Yeah, but you're not looking at anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Lourdes Gurriel's a good one.
Yeah, he is a good one.
Lourdes Gurriel is a very good one. I look at that. You're welcome. Yeah, it's just tricky. You're in a fun spot here.
Could do some Christopher Morel.
Oh, I love me some Christopher Morel. We know that. Tons of power. Man, go Alvarez, Morel back to back. You got your power back real quick. And Morel could gain some second base or third base eligibility this season too.
He'll gain third base if this experiment pans out.
Which you might need also.
So by ADP, it's Langford, Edman.
No.
Big drop. Yoshida, Outman, Nimmo, Morel.
I don't mind Outman.
There's some guys though. I like Varsho.
I like Varsho and Melendez, honestly, at their ADPs now.
There's guys. I'm not too worried. Chris Sale finally went to Jenny Butler. That's a great pick. 11th round.
I'm just going to say, you've said you're not that worried for a while, and then just a second ago, you were kind of worried. Mason's saying Langford or Kellenic. Can't tell if he's serious or not.
Can't tell if he's...
Yeah. Uncle Ted wants you to take Braxton Garrett. And I'm supposed to be the one heckling you. This is amazing. The chat is bringing it. And Gialdi's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, where's Gialdi?
Yeah. Duran's gone, Mason. He went off the board already. Yeah, we got another Kellenic vote from Beverly Walls.
We got Uncle Ted just throwing names out there.
Yeah, that's what he does
Pepio,
best.
Reese Olson. What are we doing?
The problem with Varsho and Melendez is that they slaughter your average, and you just took Alvarez. Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I'm good. I'm still good in average, so I can take some average drain.
There goes Edmund to Spore. Mason's just loving this draft.
I mean, Mason's just like after me. God, this is tough. Do I have a third baseman? No. But I can't do Muncy. Not after taking Alvarez.
Yeah, not an average league.
That's tough. That's tough. I don't know who I'm going to take here. Like, no one really stands out on the hitter side.
We need to start pushing ADP up's my 2 cents.
I do have a pitcher I like that I'm probably going to go with because I haven't taken a starting pitcher in 5 rounds. I've only got 3.
What are you going to do?
And there's not like a hitter that just like I kind of like Trevor Story.
Nothing's standing out to you in a big way.
I like Brian Hayes.
Story's a good one. Hayes is a good one too. How many like third basemen are left though?
To Jenny Butler.
Third
baseman. There's some guys. There's some guys.
Not that many as they keep disappearing though.
There goes Ozuna. Ozuna's that's pretty strong. UT only, but at this point in a fab league, Gianella, that's a good pick.
Yep.
Ryan Hayes just went. All right, I think I know I'm going to take.
Who are you taking? All right, we're going to hold this one to the best now.
Cy Pivetta. Pivetta.
Okay, it's a bold strategy, but I'm cool with it. No, I like Pivetta.
No,
but compared, we just sat there for about 10 minutes talking about the need for bats, and then we're going Cy Pivetta. That's why I was like, okay.
Well, I took bats, dude. I took. Well, no, I didn't. I took
you didn't.
No, you did. I took 2 out of 3 bats. Give me this shit.
Okay, Cy Pivetta it is. Hey, I'm a big Pivetta fan, so I'm not going to knock that. But just didn't expect that to be the direction we were going at this point in time.
I wish I had StreamYard up to see like your face of shock when I just throw that out there.
Oh, you'll see it later. Don't you worry.
No, I like Pivetta here.
Okay. Get you some. I'm not knocking it. I'm really not.
What's the chat saying here? Mason, stop trying to ruin your team.
Yeah, Hunter Brown's a good one. I like Uncle Ted's call on that. You got Polanco, Candelario. Grab some Colt Keith late. Pavetta is nice by Eric, your boy. Mason's like, I'm knocking it. So whether you like it or not, he's knocking it. So get your side.
I'm employing the fade Mason strategy. See how it works.
If you ask his wife,
wouldn't have worked well last year. Would not have worked well last year.
No, he did very, very well last year. Very successful season for Mr. Mason. There's no denying that whatsoever.
Yeah, Pivetta pick is in.
No
one likes it, so it's a good pick.
No, I did not like it. I was just surprised after the conversation we had that you went Nick Pivetta.
All right, I got to get back to bats.
I've heard that before.
I got to get back to bats. Question for the chat, because I have not been paying attention to other teams. Just curious what the chat thinks of their favorite team, non-Bloomfield division.
We know
because I have not been looking at other teams. So
yeah, let's good call. We're about 12 rounds in, give or take. So almost halfway. Who we liking out there in the chat? We know I've saw some nice Jenny Butler comments because I do. At first, I'm wondering what she was doing, but of course she had a plan because that's what Jenny Butler does. So that works well. Ben Tidd says Morel time, Bloomfield.
I think so. If he comes back.
Route 66 likes DVR. SP likes DVR. Yeah. Rand Simon likes DVR. DVR is a good team. That is very true.
Crushing pitching. And it's actually interesting. DVR has not. He took Strider Burns, pocket aces, has not taken another starter since.
You don't need to when you do that all the time.
Yep.
Tom Mulhall says, Lopez, Glasnow, Pivetta. I admire your courage.
Yeah, there we go.
Justin Mason says he likes Justin Mason.
That's
no one loves you like yourself. So
that's humble of you.
For you.
We got Uncle Ted just throwing more names out there. I like it.
Sean Pico, DVR. Zigden looks good. Thomas Travato, Jenny Butler's draft has been amazing. I agree. Those are kind of the two that stood out the most to me. Everyone's got their pros and cons, but those two, I really like what DVR's been doing.
He mixed a good blend of floor and some ceiling with like Royce Lewis and Churio. Like if Royce Lewis and Churio pan out for DVR, like
Even Vlad, like I like that. Then you throw in waiting on closers and still getting Helsley and Fairbanks.
Yep,
Like that's
agreed.
really good. That's really, really good.
Yep.
Randy Leeson likes Podhorzer. Let's look at Pods because he's got critiqued in years past. So we got Tatis Harris. Love that start. Beautiful. Bichette, then Gallon Fried is this 1-2. I respect the 1-2 there. Best catcher in baseball, William Contreras. So he's got that. Anderson Jimenez, we were talking about getting him. That worked out well. You got Munoz, one of your favorite closers. Esther Ruiz, not a fan of that, but to each their own. Rodon, Berger, Story, like outside of the Ruiz, I wouldn't have probably gone Bichette either, but at third round, Bichette's fine. They can't knock that. But I could see the Pods love.
Yep. And again, I don't want to sound a broken record, but Ruiz in a trading league is a lot more manageable than Ruiz in a NFBC format.
That's true. And then Travato says, what outfield late did Butler plan for? You guys are going to fight this out, basically, because she's low on outfielders as well. Only Ian Happ.
Yeah, and she took Happ from me, and she took Hayes. Jenny has taken a lot of players that I like, which is not surprising. I like her team.
Ben Tidd said Doc Rotos is kind of nice. Let's take a peek at that.
Of course.
Yep, yeah. J-Rod, Gunnar Henderson, Lou Bob. Nice little start there. Within Gilbert Eflin, we talked about that 4 or 5 punch is awesome. Christian Walker, Tanner Scott, Swanson, Steele, and then a Hoppy Naylor. Yeah, that's a heck of a go there for the Doc.
Bubba just levitates to heaven.
Yeah.
Woo. Glad we don't do this draft on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No, that's a fun squad as well. So, Tom Mulhall says a decent outfielders remaining. I think Starling Marte, Nemo, Lourdes Gurriel, Evan Carter. Route 66 has Gurriel. I agree. I like Gurriel a lot. I think that's a good one right about now. If he's still sitting there.
Just checked Twitter. Eric Leggett posted the beautiful projector down there. I just saw that one, as well as Leggett did too with the double high noons.
Yeah, he got the high noons as well. He showed the full support. Like, I'm telling you, one of these days they will sponsor us, and they will be thankful they did.
Some good tweets out there. Anyone in the chat who wants to bump this thing, let's do it. We're still sitting at, well, I have no idea how many viewers. StreamYard says 73, which is pretty good for the 12th round here.
Yep. It's died off about 15 people, but understandable as the draft goes on, it will happen. So,
I mean, half of them died off when I took Glass now. So
no, actually, it went up.
It
went up about that time because they knew the fireworks were just beginning. Yeah, so it's actually more. Never mind. The side Pavetta stuff. Mason must have lit something on fire to give people a run.
Mason's been quiet. I think he might have lit his shed on fire after the Pavetta.
Harrison just took Langford. I was wondering when he would go.
Did the draft pause?
Yeah, yes, it did.
Oh, bathroom break. I think I'll do that. Hold on one sec.
Go do your thing. Yeah. So yeah, let's take a quick run through the drafts while it is paused for everybody here, and we'll see where it goes. But you got Tim McLeod got the Acuna start, but then a Rosarena, Kirby. We talked about the Moreno. We're getting Josh Lowe in round 5. He's got 3 outfielders in the first 5 rounds. They went Casas Schwarber for some pop there. Cease Bieber is an interesting pitching combo, but then Bryce Miller is a fun one as well. And then Jaron Duran. So through 11 rounds, he's already got 5 outfielders. He has 4 starting pitchers and a closer. So he's got that pretty much situated for the time being. We talked about Doc Roto already. We got the RotoWire crew that's streaming with Erickson and Zinke. So Erickson went Bobby Witt to start off the draft, standard 2-3 pick. Then Zach Wheeler, who we were all very surprised fell so far in the draft. The draft has reconvened, so hopefully Ryan handles his business in a timely manner. But Simeon, Valdez, Goldie in round 5. That's a fun little spot there, and so much more. So we'll see where this goes. But Michael King going in round 12. It's $1 million question. Like, how many innings does Michael King get? That's what we're trying to see where it goes. But Justin Mason just wants to remind us that Sporter's team sucks. So that is good. We'll continue to comment that. But and Martin says Sporer needs his body doppelganger, Tristan McKenzie. So that's fun as well. Nate Lowe, it's Uncle Ted. No. Bloomfield, we good? What are we doing here?
DVR just made another good pick. I was thinking Hoskins if he made it back to me.
The Milwaukee homerism is in full force, and I am all about it. With
It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not even homerism, but
he's a Milwaukee Brewer.
I know, but like they're not. These picks aren't reaches. His Brewer picks.
No, it's not. It's not a reach at all. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, I just want to know when Mason's going to recap Sporters drafts. That tomorrow or Thursday, because that'll be a fun episode for sure.
King and Pepio just went. See, I mean, do you like so Pepio, King, Pavetta?
Pavetta.
Like I mean, I
Pavetta for sure.
Agree, but
yeah, Pavetta for sure.
That's what I mean. Like,
see, there goes Brian Wu. Now there's a conversation I would have. Pavetta and Wu.
Yeah.
Like that's a reasonable conversation. King, Pepio, no care. But
Gavin Williams go. I feel like he did.
That's a good question because he'd be a fun one as well. I'm a big Gavin Williams fan. If you want to add on some pitching right here,
I'm not for 2024, but fully knowing prospect folks love Gavin Williams.
It's like I said in our preview. James Anderson said, "Buy me this year, Gavin Williams long term." So same.
Question we're starting to get to, and I know I need bats. I know I need outfielders.
Spore's in our chat, by the way. Just to let you know, Spore has jumped in the chat.
What's up? What's up, Paul?
Yep.
Trade me Class A once Kenley gets hurt, please.
So you can talk your picks all you want, but no Spore is in the chat.
Yeah, I was just gonna name my.
You can name your next pick because it won't go to Spore.
No, it's all good.
Justin Mason says Pavetta equals Charlie Brown kicking a football.
Man, well, he kicked a 50-yarder last year, second half.
Exactly. So you're saying, sorry, cut you off. There goes Mitch Garver.
No, just wondering how early I need to jump to get a pitcher that rhymes with Istiver Anchez.
The one Uncle Ted just mentioned in the chat.
I mean, he's been naming like. Yeah, he just mentioned Chris. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. There goes Martin says Sanchez, Cutter Crawford, Brian Bayo, some fun late SP options.
Yep, absolutely. But I do need to like probably take
Lourdes
or Morel.
Ooh, if you want the power, it's Morel. Lourdes more of a 4-category guy for you. Which one do you need? What you would? Yeah, it's tough. I like Morel's upside ceiling more, but Gurriel's got a much safer floor.
Oh, Morel just went.
Well, there
you gotta be kidding me.
To Rudy Gamble. So as long as Podhoser doesn't take Gurriel, do you have a backup plan?
I don't even know if I take Gurriel, man.
Oh, righty then.
At this point.
That means business is about to pick up then.
I'm looking at I don't really need Yoshida. Looking at Varsho. No, I think I like Gurriel. You're right. I think he's just solid.
He is. He's just a solid guy you don't have to worry about, man. And he's available because Vinny P just went, it looks like, if I can read clearly. Mark says DVR draft Strider, Burns, and Darvish. 2023 is loving this. Lourdes. You can do it. Click the button. You got it.
No, we'll go Morel. Or not Morel. Lourdes.
Morel's gone.
Go Lourdes. It's interesting. So, and I shouldn't be doing this, which is natural comparing ADP to this round. Like outfielders in this draft have gone very, very early.
Yeah.
Like the top ADP guy left is Yoshida, and he's going in the he's a 14th rounder, and we're only in the 13th. That's the top ADP guy left. So for whatever reason, this room has prioritized outfield, except for me and Jenny.
Yes, you and Jenny have said, not so fast up in here. And I'm
curious to see that.
And when you were on your little bathroom break, I mentioned how the first 11 rounds, McLeod had five outfielders, 4 starters, and a kind of closer to go with Tristan Casas. So he went a whole different route.
I do need to see what Mr. McLeod did when I took Seiya. I think McLeod always takes
Yes, he
kind
does.
of those imports, and
He
has
doesn't
not
have
taken.
he doesn't have many on his team this year.
It's hard
honestly.
on the wheel. It's very hard on the wheel. Like he would have had to take Yamamoto over Kirby at the beginning at the 2-3 turn for it to work.
Travato makes a good point that Jeff Erickson only has one outfielder as well.
Oh, did I
So
miss
now there's
that?
three of you in the battle zone.
Well, now I've got 2. I'm good.
Oh, it's adorable. So, well, I guess you want to wait till Spore picks before we talk, or I don't think it
No, I
matters.
don't care. I don't. I mean,
So where are we
whatever.
looking now? You got one outfielder. You said you're good. Are we going back to the mound? Are we going?
I mean, I really do want to take Christopher Sanchez. I should probably not play ADP chicken at this point. He's a 16th rounder in NFBC, and it would be my 14th, so that's fine. Eric Leggett says Muncy would have been a nice fit. I'm looking at my team's power projection, and I'm just over the target, which honestly is probably not good because
no, you need to be a little farther past that.
Yeah, need to be a little bit further ahead. So I think I still need to chip away a little bit at power. So I could go Varsho. Kelnick is interesting.
Mason says Paul's going to take Sanchez now. That'd be so funny if he did. It'd be so good. You just got to keep like a Nelson Velasquez in the back of your mind as the draft goes on or something like
There's
that.
still Taylor Ward's there.
Taylor Ward, I'm starting to grow on him. Or he's starting to grow on me, I guess. I'm not growing on him. Otherwise, he'll never make the field. We'd have a problem there.
Yeah, he shouldn't be growing on people.
Yeah, you don't want me to grow on you.
Yeah, let's see if Spore takes Sanchez. That would be.
Eric mentions Suarez. Eugenio Suarez at third base is a good option as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Very good call.
That would fit my team very well. I do not have a third baseman. Oh, Spore did take Christopher Sanchez.
Oh boy. Good to know. Good to know, Spore. Show yourself.
Good to be on the same page with Paul. Good to be on the same page.
Or is he on the same page with you, or is he just playing, I'm going to snipe you because I told you, like Mason, I told you so, dirty, LOL, damn. Like, yeah, the chat's feeling this one right now.
Man, that hurt. That hurt, Spore.
Spore with the dagger.
That was a dagger. That's my guy.
Paul is Newt Barr's agent. That's funny.
That's my guy.
Yes, that is your guy. So now where are we going then? Eugenio.
I don't know, man. I'm in shock.
Taylor Ward. I think Taylor Ward's actually a really good pick right here.
Probably going Taylor Ward.
I think Taylor Ward's a really good pick right here. And now you have 3 outfielders. Things are back to normal. You can get Jared Kelenic in round 24. Like, everything's good.
Yeah, but I wanted Sanchez.
I get it. Spore, blame DVR. I wanted Darvish badly, but I'm firmly on record as big Sanchez guy.
I mean, yeah.
The snipe is just an added benefit.
You love to see your fellow drafters in pain.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing. That's the best part about the live streams, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
last year when Dr. Roto got you, it was like a soccer guy getting shot in the leg.
Wasn't that bad, but yeah.
It was a snipe.
It was definitely a snipe. All right, where are we at? Where am I at?
Oops.
I'm up in 2. What flavor did you just crack?
Well, it's ironic. Passion fruit, because we have a passion for this thing. So, yeah. It was just next up in the box. I just grabbed the box.
Another pretty bad joke.
Spore says Jenny's been murdering him with snipes. Yeah, Spore, we've been pretty impressed with what she's been up to. I'd love to know Spore's thoughts, though, on the 2 of them taking 4 closers in a row in round 3 and 4.
If you want to chime in on that, Paul. You just don't see that often, at least in non-trading leagues.
Yeah, it was very surprising to all of us.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. Could go Savali.
No. You want strikeouts.
Let's go.
You want strikeouts.
Let's go.
Let's not. And say we did.
Someone in the chat asked if Starling Marte is still available. Yes, and that is someone I am eyeing. Wow.
Taylor Ward.
Taylor just went too.
Taylor Ward.
Yeah.
Taylor Ward.
Quiet.
Spore says $100 fab, no $0 bids, and I'm a bad trader. I refuse to engage in the saves rat race. Fair enough. Justin Mason has typed Jared Kelenic 3 straight times, if you're curious. And Taylor Ward just went off the board.
Surprised Justin's expanding his Friedel was a simple word, 5 letters, just,
Kelenic again.
6 letters. Now he's expanding to 7 letters.
And just like that, Ryan now has 3 outfielders. I'm so proud of you. So
Problem
proud
solved,
of you.
Man.
Yeah.
Did see some reports on Ward, like saying he's feeling fine just mentally from that injury last year. That was the big thing that I wanted to see.
Yep, 100%.
Did see some videos of him hitting balls, and yes, Twitter jokes aside, like it's not the skills with Taylor Ward, it's the confidence. After you get crushed in the face, can you get back in there and do your thing? It seems like that'll work out. So I don't know. We'll see. It better work out because Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah. Spore says he loves Ward. It was Ward or Newtbar for him. He took Newtbar. I'm with you though. Once I saw his confidence was back up, that was my biggest concern. I wanted to see him in camp, and I'll be back in on Ward now. I was really nervous on how you bounce back from that.
Yep. Outfield run. Tyler O'Neill and Nimmo just went.
Yep. This is what should be happening now. I want to know if Erickson gets 1 or 2 on his next 2 picks. Greg Sheeran, did Spore take 5 Cardinals in a row? Just catching up. Well, let's check out for the listeners here. He went Arenado, Jordan Walker, Sonny Gray, Wilson Contreras.
Oh my God! That's right.
And then if you get Erod out of the way, he got Newtbar. So he took 6 out of 7 St. Louis Cardinals. That'll be fun. So at least he can watch his team before he falls asleep every night.
Mason must have given Matt Thompson Spore's password.
Yeah. Hey, Spore, blink twice if you're drafting yourself.
Gavin Williams just went in the 14th. That's a huge ADP drop.
Good pick
compared to the NFBC. Curious to see. So the next highest ADP is Walker Buehler. Curious, since this is an IL league, where Buehler would go if will the Dodgers put him on the IL?
Yeah.
Like, how will that?
That's true. They might slow play it.
What are the mechanics of that? We know he's not going to start the season in the rotation, but if the Dodgers do not designate Buehler on the IL, you can't put him on the IL in labor. It's a little bit of an unknown there. I don't know.
Does make it tricky. Makes it very. Eric says Bradish question mark?
Yeah, Bradish will get drafted for sure in this league. I shouldn't say for sure because he might be out for the year, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone takes a late stab on Bradish and then you get to just put him on your IL for the first fab period, and you're good. So let's see. Tyler Stevenson just went, so we're starting to get to like tough catchers.
Yep. This is why you take them earlier. As annoying as it is, get them by around 11 or 12.
Dude, I'm glad I took Pivetta now, because if I didn't take Pivetta, I don't think I would have taken Sanchez in the 13th round. I'd be hurting for another starter at this point.
Wow, and Erickson went with Lang instead of another. Oh man,
I was just gonna say, starting to see that like next group, and this is the way we've seen closers go in this draft is the same as we've seen in NFBC ADP. There's like a 5-round just canyon where no closers go, and now we're starting to see a couple. Little surprised, Jose Alvarado, unless I missed it, hasn't gone yet. But
you get Dr. Roto taking a Monaco right before Tim McLeod is rough. That's got to sting McLeod. It goes Alvarado. I'm just surprised. Like Erickson has to take an outfielder here, right? He has to. Or is him and Jenny going to duel it out now?
Doesn't have to.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Here goes Miguel Garcia. I love that third base right there. Miguel Garcia in round 15.
Yep.
Chef's kiss. Absolutely amazing.
Yep, that's a good pick. I know you're huge on
leading off, baby. Give him the leadoff job.
Outman went. Did Alec Boehm go? Yeah. It's weird. Like you just miss some guys that go. At least I do, especially on a live stream. What about Gorman?
He went. I'm pretty sure. Can't you control F the board?
I did.
Okay. So what are we thinking here? Going back to the mound, getting some more bats. There goes Yoshida to Jeff. So Jeff took another outfielder. There we go. He's got that going.
I don't know if I want to go back to the mound. Hold on, I'm just trying to get caught up. Fott is an option.
I love Fott. We all know that. THP Knob is asking, does Lane confirm the closer? Technically, he is the closer for now, but moving pieces there. Yeah, I'd talk to me, Ryan. What do you need here? Ben Ted wants to know. He needs some. Come on, Goose. Let's go. What do we got?
Honestly, looking at Marte, Kelnick, and Ryan McMahon.
I'm not going to try to influence you. I'm going to stay away from this one.
Rengifo's hanging out there, playing everywhere.
Who?
Rengifo.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I'm a team boring with Ryan McMahon if all else fails. Justin Mason wants Kelnick. If you want to appease Mason, you can go that direction.
You might just take Kelnick just to get him to stop.
Well, I'm curious to see who the next player is. He wants to type every few picks. Thunder or Thomas Travato, Candelario still out there.
Candelario is still out there.
A little early for him, probably, but yes. Yeah, Thomas Travato does. When do we draft Rengifo? It's pretty soon if you want him. It's pretty soon.
You know what, dude?
You gonna give Justin? Are you gonna be a man of the people right here?
I'm thinking about it.
Yep. If he is gonna be the everyday starter without a platoon,
yep,
that's big.
With that lineup, change of scenery. He obviously did not like Seattle.
Yep. Yeah,
the organization. Maybe he didn't like the city either. I have no idea, but this is around the time last year where I took a shot on CJ Abrams, and like I probably need to start taking some more risks. I just draft boring. Boring. So
take a Kelnick risk. Do it.
Might do it.
Do it.
Might do it. Unless I get sniped again.
Let's have some fun.
A little timeout. Oh, Charlie Morton just went. It's a good pick.
Yeah, it's not bad. I could see that. I'm curious though. I think you should do it. Make it happen. So you're Kelnick, yes?
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to take Kelnick. Going to take Kelnick.
Beautiful.
Normally I take Marte, but I need to get away. Oh, no!
Oh, Podhoser with Kelnick. Mason is loving this. That's the second time Pods has done this, by the way. Berger and now Kelnick. Berger and then Kelnick. And you're not sold on your backup plan right now either. That's the worst part. Starling Marte, I guess. Podhoser is having some fun with you on this one. Vinted, you just got saved. Pod with the Chris Kyle-esque snipe. Oh, there it is. Vinted, there's the thumbnail. Yep. Justin Mason says McMahon. I'm with you on that. Steady Eddie, 20-something home runs. I love McMahon, but I think Bloom went Marte. That's where I'm guessing. As he clocks out. Yep, he went Marte. There goes Rengifo right after him by Ray Flowers. There's your Rengifo question. I'm with you with I love the boring McMahon all day long, but nothing against Marte. Fits your mold, another outfielder.
Dude, I'm in physical pain.
Here we go. Now it's my time to shine, everybody. Buckle up.
That was tough.
Yep.
I was talking myself into Kelnick there.
You were locked in that whole time.
I was locked in.
Yep.
And that was and the other reason why I was locked in, that was Pod's fifth outfielder.
Yeah, he went with quite the surprise on that one, to say the least. So that was fun. That was a hammer, as some would say. So, yeah, that's how are we going to rebound, Ryan? The biggest thing is putting it in the past, getting back on the horse. What do you got? Come on, get it together.
Yeah, I think I gotta go back to the mound. Go back to the mound.
Brandon Fott.
Did he just go?
No, unless Spore takes him right here. But that's where I'd be going. 180 innings, Brandon Pfaadt. Let's go. Everyone talks about Bryce Miller and Brian Wu. Brandon Pfaadt.
Stroman.
Do you like take a walk real quick or?
Oh, my dog. Again, my dog thinks I'm like hurting, so she came over to comfort me.
Yeah, I think a couple times I've hit my leg or something, my dog pops up from the ground and checks on me.
There is gotta love dogs. They just know.
Yep.
They just know. They know you when you've been sniped in drafts. I might have been. I genuinely do like Starling Marte this year, and in an IL league. I don't know if I've been saved. I did want to take a shot on killing
Thomas Travato. Pfaadt doesn't play for the Cardinals. Spore can't take him.
Nice. Von Grissom and Jackson Holiday just went. Henry Davis to Jenny Butler. That's one of my, I don't want to say cheat code because who knows if it works, but taking Davis and then moving him over to catcher later on once he's eligible works. But I mean, Jenny did just do Davis with Campusano. So that's 2 late catchers. She will have to carry a third catcher for the first couple weeks or whatever, but
I guess I'm just not a big believer in the Davis thing as everybody else is.
Not?
Yeah.
It may not work out. I mean, I don't know, but
yeah, we'll see.
Dude, you called it too. Like my first few picks, first 10 rounds were a breeze.
Yep, the game is on now, as they say. Game is on.
And
the Spore's taking his time just to make the Pfaadt hurt more. He's just gonna really make this sting here.
Between Sanchez and Kelenic, like I'm dead.
Chris Bryant.
I am dead inside. Whew.
Bueller. Here's your Bueller call. Sported the Bueller. So what are we thinking here? Because now we can start talking. I think Brandon Pfaadt is great right here.
Now we can start talking. My man, Boomboard legend Evaldi is right there.
I'd still go Pfaadt, but I can't argue Evaldi at any point in time.
You wouldn't go. So McMahon's still on the board.
I like that too.
But it has been, I don't know. I need to get more pitching. It's so easy to fall into the trap in 15 teamers to not have enough pitching.
It's also, you can fall in the trap of falling on not enough power as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess I'm not as big of a Marte guy as you are. I like Marte. I just think we're towards the end of Marte's career type stuff.
Yep, we are. Yep.
And so that's just my concern. So backing him up with like a steady Eddie 20 to 25 home McMahon, I like middle infield, sounds pretty fun. Or go and get Eugenio Suarez to play third base right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think I need to take Suarez yet.
Yeah, but I would just
take Suarez yet.
And now you're really sitting there just like.
Could go Justin Turner. He won't be third base eligible immediately. And he's not a huge power bat, but.
At that point, just wait for Wilmer Flores while you're at it.
Big Justin Turner guy, I see.
Yeah, I like him.
Big Justin Turner guy.
I'm loving this Tom Mulhall conversation we got going tonight. But I can't believe you said that. Starling Marte speaks so well of you.
Mulhall's finally on my side. And,
he's been on your side all night.
He's made some comments.
Candelario could play third base. Noelvi Marte.
No, he's gone. He's long gone.
He went for sure.
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
Come on, Bubba.
No, seriously, did he go?
Yeah.
I see it now. Yeah, to Jeff.
10th round.
Well, I'm just throwing out my 2 cents. You can do with it what you wish.
You like Pfaadt more than Bayo, your boy?
Yes, I like Pfaadt more than Bayo. Strikeout upside with Pfaadt.
More than Detmers, Kikuchi?
Yes. I'd go Canning versus Pfaadt personally.
Whoa.
Yeah. I have a lot of teams with both.
Detmers just went. I think that's a good pick.
Yeah, well, that answers your question with Pfaadt a lot easier.
You think Pfaadt? Evaldi's top ADP. Oh, no, Pfaadt's top ADP guy. I'll do it. Take the shot.
We're doing this. Heck yeah. You're gonna be very happy. Glasnow and Fott. Just remember that at the end of the year. You're welcome.
If I were to somehow repeat, Bubba wants half the title.
Nah, I'm not that kind of guy. We're good. I just want to see you succeed, and I'm helping you get there. That's all I know.
I can't believe I have Tyler Glass now.
Oh, I am so over the moon because this is literally a content machine for the rest of the season for us right now. Like Ryan and I text each other a lot each day. Can you guys imagine the evenings of Glasnow starts, good or bad? This is going to be awesome. So
I'm just going to tweet that out.
Yep. You're welcome. So we'll see where this goes. Tom Fott go splot. Man, this is not good in here. Spore, Noelvi, long gone. Yeah, I missed that one, Spore. Sorry. My old eyes are starting to play tricks on me these days. So I'm really curious to see, though. Like, you still want to wait on Eugenio? I don't know how much longer you can wait at third. You still going to wait on Eugenio? I don't know how much longer you can wait on third base is my point.
Yeah. Glasnow, man. Can't get that out of my head. What a pick.
It's a great pick. An SP2 Glasnow. That is literally when we talked about our SP preview. You were like, even on that show, like, okay, SP2, maybe.
I know.
That's if you're super aggressive.
I know.
Yeah. So let's not backpedal on all this just yet here. Come on.
I don't even know what you asked me, but there are, so I could still go Candelario, McMahon, Suarez at third base. And then I think it kind of dies like a hard death after that. So we'll probably go third base with my next pick just to get a body there. Candelario is still available, right?
Yeah, Candelario is still available. I like McMahon for the stability. Suarez if you really need the power.
Yeah, I don't think I really need the power.
You don't, so I'd go McMahon for sure.
McMahon is middle corner eligible as well, which is nice. A lot of pitchers going.
Bet you're glad you took Fott now.
Yeah, I like Fott. I like him.
Yep. I think you're going to be very happy at the end of this. I mean, I hope you are because I have him in like every underdog draft. I have him in a lot of like I need Fott to do well.
There goes the Candy Man. That's a good pick. Yeah, getting a little nervous that McMahon's not going to make it back. If not, I'll just go Suarez. Everyone has a third baseman in front of me except for McLeod.
Yeah, so he's the one guy that can sting you here if he really wants to.
It's almost time to move the board down.
Yeah, it's that fun part of the draft where things are about to get really exciting for people keeping track at home. 15 teams. You're about to see where it gets deep and why I prefer 12s. Given, like, in the end, I know this isn't about me, but I was happy with my barf draft overall. Like, it gave me optimism for 15 teamers, and I got the tout one coming up with you. I still got TGFBI to do.
Yep.
Maybe I'm still debating. I was a while back, and I kind of didn't want to because of Fab. I'm thinking about doing a main event qualifier just to see how it feels, see where that goes. But there goes Eugenio.
Ooh, before
McMahon.
Hey,
it's good. Hope McMahon makes it back to you.
I'm worried.
Yeah, I'd be very worried right about that. There goes Eovaldi, Suarez, and Eovaldi by McLeod back to back. Boom, boom.
Matt Chapman. He doesn't have a team, but he should.
I just get worried about, like, yes, he's amazing. He's great. There's a lot there. He has not put it together full season in a long time. That's the tilting part. And I don't know where he's going to end up right now. That's the just insane part.
But you got to figure he's got power. He's got OBP, and the defense is just. I
agree. We all know he's
can't not sign. I mean, that's
no. He'll sign. I'm just wondering where right now. And we can all agree he's got power. We also need to agree he needs to start pulling the dang baseball.
Yeah,
that's the problem. So
which leaving Toronto will probably be a good thing in that regard.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think out where he goes next. Like San Francisco, that'd be horrific.
Yes, that would be horrific.
Yeah. Arizona, they don't need them. I just don't know where you'd end up that needs a third baseman right now. That's the tricky part.
Can't wait to get sniped again.
Yeah, even THP Knob says out of the 4 Boris guys, Chapman is the hardest one to find a home for. Just like trying to speculate. I agree. It's tough.
Yeah.
Like Bellinger, I think, is going back to Chicago. Snell, it's pretty much like Yankees, Giants, maybe the Angels. It looks like that's pretty much locked in. Forget who the 4th Boris guy is, but they're almost all the big guys are Boris guys left. So
Cubby Knoll in the chat, third base is Tyler Black available. Yes, he is.
That's a good late pick. I'm not there.
Yeah,
the recent moves they've been making, it's not as cut and dry as it was a few weeks ago.
Jeff timeout.
Tom Mahol, I'd pick Anthony Rendon, but he's not on my priority. That's if I don't.
There's always an Anthony Rendon joke lurking when you're talking late third base.
Yep, 100%. But yeah, if you could get McMahon here, that'd be. Yeah, there goes Kikuchi, Bradley. There goes McMahon to DVR, of course. Smart guy. DVR is a very smart guy.
Time to pivot. Damn. I played a little bit too much chicken there. Panic time. No panic.
That's right, Tom. No, we're panicking, Tom. I don't even know what third basemen are left out there. It's crazy against Matt Chapman. But, yeah, you go Patrick Wisdom.
No.
That's a good one. Yeah, no, we don't want Chapman to go to the Giants. No, we don't. Not for fantasy purposes. Not happening, folks.
What about for Giants purposes?
Whatever. Like, I'm just so torn on that team right now. Yeah, it'd be great. Don't get me wrong. Noelvi Marte's been drafted, Tom. I was hoping he'd be there too. Rendon feels like playing. Just jumped back on, and I see Ryan took Bubba's boy with the last pick. That's right, John. You know what's up. That's right.
Falling for his persuasive technique at this point in the draft.
There goes Bayo right there. Third base. What is left out there?
I think I'm taking Chapman, but not.
I think you need to because it's drying up rapidly. This is you don't want to panic. DJ LeMahieu?
God, you love that guy.
I literally just said him to mess with you. That's all I was there.
You love that guy.
I was just waiting for that.
Remember that episode? I just destroyed him. You had him as like a 300 plus flyer,
yeah.
and
how you destroyed 300 plus? Like, what are we doing here?
I just went to town on your LeMahieu choice. I was coming in a little too hot.
Yeah. Like Travato says, Colt Keith, like you could take Chapman now and either a Tyler Black or Colt Keith, make one of them like your 25th to 27th round pick or something, maybe if they're still hanging around.
Yep.
Jorge Polanco already got drafted, Travato. Miguel Garcia already got drafted. Good call, though, Derek. I appreciate you. You knowing our love for that situation.
Kyle Finnegan going to Rudy in the 17th round, I think, is a pretty sharp pick. That's Byron Buxton really good in the 17th.
The Pods. So now you're on the clock. Chapman time. You got to do it.
No, not yet.
Oh, boy. We are going to dance. We're dancing at third base. So then where are we going?
No one else is taking Matt Chapman.
You said that a few. Griffin, you went Thought Canning.
What's wrong with that?
I'm celebrating. You're not watching the screen. I'm celebrating. I said earlier before you took Fott, I'm like, I compare Fott to Canyon, not to the other guys you mentioned. And he just went boom, boom with my dudes. Like, one of us. Yes, beautiful, beautiful pick, Ryan. I salute you.
I'm surprised you're not a fan in the chat too, Justin Turner. I mean, he will be third base eligible.
I do like him, but he will be. You need one right now.
Oh yeah, for like the first week and a half.
Okay, no, I do like Justin Turner.
I can put Turner at corner.
Yeah, that's right. He's first base eligible, right?
Yeah. So
I do like that. Justin Turner. I'm not anti Justin Turner. I'm just saying you need a third baseman now.
Well aware.
Hey guys in the chat, what position does Ryan need right now?
think I've been told and chatted that about
Hey, Justin, could you type it out for me if you're still around? You could use
35 times.
Can you type that out for me real quick? I'd appreciate it.
Are we sure Justin Turner is their third baseman? What does Curlin have this thing at?
See, I'll check out Curlin's MLB playing.
Check Curlin's site.
Because I'm worried it's a DH. Like, I don't know if he'll get it quickly is my concern. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it could be like a month or something.
Where the heck did he sign anyways?
Toronto.
That's right. Okay.
That's what I mean, dude. Like, it's a... Oh, I just went. Never mind.
Justin Turner did?
Yeah.
Well, I want to see where Curlin's got him at anyway. So, versus right-handed pitching, you got Justin Turner playing third base, hitting cleanup. And versus left-handed pitching, he has him playing DH, batting fourth. So, it just kind of depends. And I could see that actually playing out because versus left-handed pitching, you move Espinal to third base. DH moves. Yeah, I could see that playing out. That makes sense. We'll see. So Turner's gone. So now what are we looking at? There goes Kenta.
I think I need to stop playing around and just take Chapman.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I like that
idea.
Just so we stop talking about my third base deficiency. Honestly, dude, it's a 15-team league. Like you're gonna be the last player to take a position last. When usually it's like outfield or utility or pitcher.
Yeah.
And not
Eric does have a good one here though. Chapman going to Seattle. That would be good.
Yeah.
The center part of the field's not as good, but I'd prefer that over SF in Toronto. I'm not looking at the ballparks. I could be talking completely out of my rear end if I have the StatCast pages, but I could see Seattle's that lineup would be good for him.
So one pick that just to veer this conversation away from goddamn third base.
No.
Shane Boz just went to Mike Gianella, and again in an IL league, it's a stash for the second half. I like it. And I start to wonder when some of these injured guys are going to go. Like, I could honestly take Max Scherzer right now. He's out until July.
My question on Baz is, do they say he's going to start on the IL? Because they say they're going to play him slow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Tom's got a question. Tom's got a question in the chat. Has anyone mentioned Chapman yet? Just a thought.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God!
Sorry. I love this.
Why do I do this?
Because it's fun.
Maeda just went. Is Giolito still out there? No, he just went. Okay.
Eric's saying take Bradish.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the Bradish thing feels like Zach Wheeler 2.0 to me.
Why not take like a last round DeGrom?
Yeah, I'm saying Bradish. I think you don't miss him. Like literally, it's the Wheeler you miss like 2 to 3 weeks, and that's my 2 cents on Bradish.
I think he's out quite a bit longer than that.
He's already throwing.
John in the chat says, "Holy crap, Ryan! I'm fairly certain you don't have a third baseman yet. Can you confirm?"
Thank you, John.
I haven't really thought about it, John.
Hasn't really come up. Really not on the top of his head.
But I'm still shook from the Sanchez Kelnick, and then on top of that, everyone's talking about my third base. It's just
I just noticed you don't have a third baseman. Have you considered Chapman? The listeners are the best, the absolute best. These are my people. If you guys see me in Arizona, I'll buy you at noon.
Dude, what if Chapman gets taken?
Oh, I'm going to erupt in here. If Chapman gets like Sport, where were you on that one?
Because I kind of need him. Like I kind of need him.
Yeah, you kind of do. It would be Cutter Crawford going that late's kind of fun, Jenny.
Yeah, he was bolded on my. Like I thought about Crawford. He's right next to Canning for me, actually. I've got another pick prediction.
What?
DVR takes Emmett Sheehan in this round.
I saw you took him last night in one of your late picks on the auction.
The auction. I think $2, $3. Yeah. Suarez. I am going to have to say goodnight to my kids after this pick, but it'll be a couple minutes.
John Wilder. Just grab some Zelda, shut everyone up.
Oh.
That would be something special.
There goes Nelly V.
Yeah, that's a good late power outfielder. I like that.
Chapman-esque power.
Oregon Dust, Mr. Burks. You said labor has unique rules. Is third base not a position in labor? This chat's coming with the heat. Loving it.
Oh my
All right,
God.
you're on deck. Come on, take Chapman right here just for
Will
fun.
everyone stop talking about this if I take Chapman?
Come on, Flowers. Do it.
Dude, if Flowers takes him.
Does he even have it? No, there goes
No,
Miller.
okay.
You got it.
God, all right, people. All right, for me, 5-minute break. My kid was just yelling at me through the vent upstairs.
Go do your thing. I'll try to keep the masses entertained here.
Who was I going to take again? I forgot.
I think it started with the C. Come on, man. There goes Matt Chapman off the board to Team Bloomfield. All right, folks, let's have some fun here as we are in round 18 of 30 on this draft. Like I tried to scroll up like I can control things. Welcome to my world. I can't even, well, we can still see the top of the board here. So we were liking Jenny's team earlier, Otani Harper, Edwin Diaz, Johan Duran. We got Miller, Joe Ryan. That's a nice little fun 1-2 punch there. Bogarts, Stott up the middle. Cole Reagans, I thought was amazing in round 9. Ian Happ, Chris Sales, a nice round 11 pick as well. Brian Hayes, big fan of that in round 12. I got Isak Paredes, Campusano. So she's got one catcher still. Then she's made up for the outfield problem with Davis, Carpenter, Kepler, and then Crawford. So what are we thinking? Is Jenny putting it together pretty good still? Are we still on that train? Let us know in the chat on that one. Marty, I'm late to the party. Does Bloomfield only have one third baseman? Finally, thank God. Thomas Travato says, what does Bloomfield need next? He needs to get me access to his team. I'm kidding. Bloomfield's great at this. I'm just joking. But he's doing the balance thing very, very well. I would attack some more pitching just because for me in a 15, after like round 21, 22, it starts to dry up even more. And you take some chances late. So I'd take another pitcher or two that he's a little more comfortable with, and then start peppering some kind of maybe I take more chances at this point in the draft. Start taking some chances is what I would do with Bloom. But he's putting it together. I love the Fott Canning combo and the pitching staff there. So that's some good stuff as well. Let's see, what else do we have in the chat here? Are you aware Chapman hasn't signed yet? Yes, we are, but we also are. David, are you aware that Ryan didn't have a third baseman? That's the thing. Eric says Jenny's going to use Davis at the catcher. Yes, she will once eligible. She still needs one for the first at least 10 games or so. SP Spore picking all the guys he has hyped. Hey, get your guys. That's one thing you'll see in these quote-unquote expert/analyst drafts. I almost call them analyst drafts more than expert drafts these days. It's a avenue to get content, to cause conversation, to highlight your guys more. Everybody in this draft wants to win, so they're going to do their best to win. At the same time, you want to win with your guys. That's the point behind it. So you can kind of take some more risks if you have to. Things go differently in the draft. Spore mentioned he took those 2 closers early because $100 fab, no $0 bids, doesn't want to get in the saves wars. That makes a ton of sense. So that's something he wants to go do. You find your avenue. Like Ryan was comfortable waiting on Chapman. We were having fun with him. He was comfortable with it. He didn't care. Now, that's not my cup of tea, but that's what makes us all fun. That's why on March 5th, when Ryan and I do the tout draft together, that'll be really fun to see where those go. Brian Arbor says Kinley going late, surprising. I hope to see that in my leagues. He might go even later, Brian, because honestly, closers got pushed up a bit early on in this draft. So you might get him a little later, which is good to see as well. So Ryan is back. He's only missed a handful of picks. So I hope the kids are good, but we just kind of spitballed a bit about a couple teams, a couple strategy points. So get your bearings back. And when you're ready to rock and roll, we are curious on what you're looking at next. He's getting his bearings back. So, David, yeah, I knew that was sarcasm. If you haven't picked up yet, the noons are kicking in. They're not really. I'm a big guy. I need a few more noons. I'm a big guy. I'm sipping on them, but I'm full of sarcasm. I'm not petty. I don't take things seriously. So we're good there. We'll have some fun with that. Uncle Ted, Kyle Harrison all day. I'm a Harrison fan if you want to take the risk. Just not sure the risk is for everybody. So you got that going as well.
All right, I think I'm back.
Okay, cool. What do you got for us here? People are liking the way things have been going of late for you.
I was just gonna say Zach Neto, and then he's gone. Just got taken by Zinke.
It's a good pick.
Yeah. So I need a no longer third baseman, thank God. I need middle corner, outfield utility, and I've got one pitching slot open still.
Yep. Yeah, we were talking about. I was mentioning. I would personally go for another pitcher or two sooner than later, not right away potentially, but just in the 15-team leagues, it starts to dry up so much quicker than other positions. But there's a lot of options right now.
Thinking of going corner. This is where first base is nice because I've got, I think, Jose Abreu, and tell me if any of these guys have gone. Abreu, Josh Bell, Anthony Rizzo, all sitting there.
Oh, those are all beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. That's juicy. I got H of the Rizzo at the top of that, but I like
you're a Rizzo guy. I think I am too.
As the kids say, he's got the Riz. So big fan there. And then
you haven't had too many bad ones like that tonight, so
you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm trying not to keep you on full tilt just yet. So you said Rizzo, Abreu, and who was the third? Bell? Josh Bell. Abreu's growing on me. I've always been a Bell guy compared to most others, but I go Rizzo first for sure.
I think so too. And I'm pretty sure I'm going one of them.
Those are great corner infield options in round, what do you say, 18, 19 right now?
19.
19. That's really good corner infield options in a 15-team league. That's all I have to say. So.
And there's multiple, so I can't get sniped. Willie Castro just went, I really like, he's a Bubba in the Bloom favorite.
Yep. Pop-up prospects said Parker Meadows ? I'm so torn on Parker Meadows right now.
Why?
Well, I guess for me, it's like I was all in early on, and I kind of took a step back. I've heard like multiple different thoughts on his power potential, and at this point in the draft, he's fine, totally fine, like no worries here. But I guess like I was much higher on him early in draft season. Let's put it that way.
All right, pick us in.
Yep, Travado mentioned Rowdy Tellez. Cubby Null says Jose Pilates Abreu. Yep. All really good options. Heck, Ryan can bring one back as a utility player if you'd like.
Yeah, could go 3 first baseman.
Not the worst thing you could do.
Hell, Ty France. I like Ty France.
The local Detroit Tiger has stepped in. Spore says, at their respective costs, I greatly prefer Parker Meadows to Riley Green. I do agree with you there, Spore. 100% agree. Riley Green, with his shoulder injury, I am not in on him this year. Like he's quote unquote healthy now, but I think it's gonna take a longer time to get fully back. Is my point.
There's quite the price gap between those two guys.
Yep. Fully on board with Spore on that one.
Did Sheehan go? Did my DVR prediction pull
no. Did not. DVR went De La Cruz. Yeah, okay. Brian De La Cruz and Frelick. And Frelick's another homer pick that's going to get multi-position eligibility. So that's a good pick.
So do I go Sheehan? This is, I mean, I've talked about this on the pod. This is
Kyle Harrison, by the way, right after you.
Yeah, this is a time where I still will take. So I have 3 more hitter spots and 1 more pitcher spot. I'm not afraid to fill out my pitchers and even take reserve pitchers before I fill out my the rest of my hitters.
Yep, that's 100% why I said it when you were gone. I told,
okay.
I said not to that extreme, but they asked what should Ryan do next. I said he can go Mats, but I'd get some more pitching before it really dries up in a 15, fill up a few more spots, so you're comfortable going to battle at the beginning of the season at least. And kind of what you just said basically is you can in a 15 especially fill those spots up because any reliable starting pitcher starts disappearing real quick. Eric says, do not let DVR get Joey Ortiz. It's a fun pick if you want to take a gamble, but that's not my style. Not on that one, at least.
I'm kind of quickly becoming a John Gray guy.
Yeah, you are. You mentioned him on the last SP show.
He's an option for me. Tyon, Louis Varland.
Love Tyon on 15s. I think I took him in Barf recently, actually. Just love that floor.
I've got Tyon and Varland, or sorry, Tyon and Gray, very close to each other.
I think I got.
There went Parker Meadows.
Yep, there you go.
Steinhorn's in the chat.
Spore loves John Gray.
Here we go with Rupert. Probably a good idea to grab another third baseman ASAP.
Well, because you actually need a third baseman that's going to play on opening day as of right now.
In all seriousness, I will probably take another. Like I was a little disappointed. Colt Keith went off the board. I probably do need to take a third baseman pretty soon. Uncle Ted says Colt Keith has second and third. He got taken at the 18-19.
Drafted a while ago. I will say this much. Cubby Knowles says, resident giant, Bubba. Keaton Wynn thoughts have too many. I like Keaton Wynn a lot. It's just a matter of, I don't know how many innings he's going to get. It's kind of his first run of a full go, but he got worked up pretty good in the minors. He's older than I thought he was. I think he's good, but is he an ace by any means? No, but 15-team league, you got that going. 15-team league, he'll give you some depth.
My man just got taken.
Timmy Anderson?
What,
round 19? Jenny Butler. Wow.
She must have read my speculator column coming out tomorrow.
I think so. Ben Tidd, I don't know what we're yelling about because everyone's tapping in caps in the chat. It's good stuff. you get the Anchorman loud noises gif right now. Yeah, there he is. Loud noises by Ben Tidd. There you go.
Let's see. I only need one more outfielder, right? Yeah.
For now. Eric says Ahmed Rosario available. That's actually not a bad pick right now.
He is. We were texting a little bit about that today. Yeah. I don't know if the Rays thing is the best for him. I was probably
playing time.
Yeah, it's just the platoon, and it's a wrong side platoon. So I don't know what to do there. I wish he would have signed with like somebody who would play him every day.
Yeah.
I didn't love the signing.
I think he plays quite a bit, but we'll see. Let's see what the King says.
Ty France just got taken by Spore. I do like that pick quite a bit.
Good pick. Curlin has not had a chance to update it, so never mind.
Guy lazy. There goes Scherzer. I think that's
to Spore.
I mean, to Jenny. Rookie read the rules. I'm a fan of that. I was very close to taking Scherzer this round. If he's out half the year, you get half a Scherzer at this spot in the draft.
Yeah, I like that a lot. China Curlin, where's it at? Curlin, you bum.
All right, I am almost up. You know who's really slipping ADP wise is Jonathan India.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. And by the way, Ahmed Rosario, he did update the shortstops or the Rays. He has Ahmed Rosario playing versus lefties, sitting versus righties.
Yes, which I don't.
Yeah,
which I don't like.
No, that's not good. You are correct.
I don't like at all. Yeah, I'm gonna go pitcher. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go John Gray or Tyon. There goes India. Speak of the devil.
So, yeah, I think the Gray or Tyon as your next pitcher is a very, very good pick, honestly. Then you can maybe hope for like Josh Bell coming back.
There's still more pitchers I like.
Yeah, load up.
The legend is lurking. It's lurking.
Rupert Henley says MJ Melendez is catcher eligible in Yahoo. Wow. I still wouldn't have him that high.
Did he play catcher at all last year?
Apparently enough. Yahoo's like 5 games is all you need.
I didn't even think he played there.
No,
he played 10 games.
Yeah,
never mind.
Top of my head at catcher, he'd be around 14, 15, maybe 16, somewhere in that range. Top of my head. Like he stands out as a good 4th or 5th outfielder late in a draft in 12 or 15, but as a catcher, it's tough. Like he's in that Campusano range, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
That's right. That'd be my answer to that. Looking at the chat, Sawyer Gibson Long and AJ Smith Shaver. Yeah.
Ted, how many names has Uncle Ted?
He's got the base
out there.
He's got the forecaster out. He just opens a page, hits a button, and goes.
I love the commitment to the bit.
Yeah, Spore says I would have taken Melendez if he was still catcher eligible quite a bit ago. Yep, agreed.
Yeah. Cubby Noel
Agreed.
with a good comment. Throw that up there. I'm on the clock about India. It was a tough choice. I can see. India in the 20th round is good, but it's plantar fasciitis. I don't think he's over it. So
the playing time, it's like him and 4 guys sharing 3 positions.
Yeah,
it's very, very frustrating. And like we all want that Cincy offense. So like Big John Studd on my show said it best because we were trying to wrap our head around it. They're a great DFS team because you'll know the lineup for the day. Just go.
Yeah, it's a good point. Can't wait for those MLB lineups tweets. Or I guess it's Underdog now.
Underdog,
Did MLB
baby.
lineups go away?
They're still that. There's a couple other places that do it, but I don't get paid for them by any means, but I'm Team Underdog. I love everything they do on the Twitter sphere, their platform. Like they're just a great,
good product, good people.
Yeah, good people, and they keep listening to the consumer to improve everything. They're it's hard to find, and they're doing a great job with it. So I will fully support them at all costs whenever I can.
The Bubba and the Bloom podcast presented by Underdog. Tom likes
one of these days.
Tom likes John Gray at this point.
Yeah, that's great. So you went Rizzo, Gray. I like it quite a bit.
Gray is my 9th starter. So
Sport says he can only do over-unders on Underdog in Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
You can't do best ball in Texas?
No, you can only do the pick'ems. It's stupid, man. Like in California, they're trying to get rid of the pick'em stuff and doing just the drafts. It's the dumbest stuff. These states, man, they're just it's bad.
I can't play DFS, but I can do pick'em in best ball.
Sport says he almost took Gray for the snipe memes bloomer, but really wanted that France Melendez combo. We appreciate
Whatever, man. It's all good. That would have been hilarious.
Hey, Ben Titt has a question in the chat. Who's at third base for you, Ryan?
Jesus Christ.
This draft will forever be known as
I would say I apologize for eating into the microphone, but not with you people.
Yeah, Cubby Null got me on this one. We're late enough in the draft. I can share this kind of stuff. Him and 3 guys sharing positions, phrasing via Bubba. Fair enough. We're in this part of the draft, so you're welcome.
Fair comment.
That's a great pick.
DVR.
The Gray or Tyon, really. You said DVR?
Yep.
God, you guys cannot be in leagues together.
Silent assassin DVR, man.
Yeah, I'm loving his draft. I'm really, really I know we're still got like 10 more rounds to go. I am really looking forward to seeing you and I go head to head and tout because we share a lot of similar philosophies in drafting and players and whatnot. So to be in the same room is going to be interesting.
Do you want us to be next to each other or far apart?
Far apart, so we can actually talk on the show. For the listeners, they probably want us right next to each other to snipe each other left and right, but it defeats the talking to each other stuff. So it's tough.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Another pitcher I'm thinking about is Varland I talked about before, but Chase Silseth, because you can never have too many Angel pitchers, but
they're going to, I know Prepis, he loves his Angels. He made some very valid points with the new coaching staff coming into town, that pitching staff. The coaches last year were so abysmal. It was pathetic. So there's a lot to like with improvements potentially on this Angels pitching staff.
Except for Patrick Sandoval.
Yeah, we're not that, and Jose Suarez not going back.
And Jose Suarez. Yeah, not the $1 million man.
Not doing it. Suarez says DVR does not miss. No, he does not. It's pretty crazy. Where was another one? Cubby Noel wants to know, Bloomfield, when you tweeting out your first round value that's going past 200-ish. That's always
the annual.
That's always a fun one.
Usually first week of March.
Rupert Henley, Ryan's doing some passive aggressive eating.
Yeah, I'll just chew with my mouth open in front of everyone until you stop talking about my third baseman.
Spore, it was fun being in the same main with Justin a couple years ago. Yeah, because and Spore and Justin have a similar back and forth as you and I, so it'll work out pretty well.
Dude, what do you think about? I know we're in the 21st round.
Yep.
Carlos Estevez.
As their third closer, I'm fine with that. I'm trying to think real quickly off the top of my head, like other teams. Brebby can go later. Yeah, Estevez, because most other teams' main guys are gone that are worth taking a chance on. So I'm cool with that. Either that or pick up another starter you like.
I know, I'm thinking Silseth.
There goes Skeens to Jeff Erickson. I just can't wrap my head around what his workload's going to be. I know his innings are stretched out, but first year in the bigs, it always scares me. That's the risk thing. Has JD Martinez been drafted yet?
He is not. I'm looking at him.
That's a fun one too.
Closely. Again,
That's
not on a team, but
I'd still take my chances there. Like with this next pick, probably. That's a really good offensive.
He is. I mean, JD Martinez is.
Hey, the Canadian took Alek Manoah. He's got that going for him.
By a margin, JD Martinez is the top projected hitter, but that's with 518 projected plate appearances. I
think he's still good. I think he gets signed somewhere with an everyday gig. Kind of how like Soler went to the Giants. There's a couple teams that can still use a full-time DH. I think. We'll see.
Damn it. You shouldn't have said that at the end.
Well, you got to give the little appeal there, but like.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit of a risk, but honestly, in the 21st round.
Anaheim could use him. I wanted him to go back to Arizona. That's obviously not happening now.
KC Will Smith gone by Cubby Knoll, no. So I think MacArthur, Estevez just went.
There you go. I go JD, dude. I'd take the chance. It's a big time bat right now. That shouldn't be there. Either him or Josh Bell, but I'd rather have JD. So your dog's even excited about it. So you got that going for you. I heard the feed. Yeah. I know that sound very well.
I got to get him back upstairs.
No, you're fine.
No, just for their own routine.
For their own good. There goes Brennan Donovan. So they're lighting you up for some JD unless things get real fun real quick right now.
Over Bell, like JD's projected slightly higher, but he's on the team.
I like Bell a lot too. If you want the sure thing with the job, then Bell's fine. I'm fine with that. I just think JD's got that ceiling.
He does. How old is JD?
Don't age this. We don't age on this show. You ageist.
He's only 36.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah, because what are you, 38?
I'm 38.
That's what I thought. So calm
down.
No,
I'm 30. No, I'm 38.
You're 38. Yeah.
All right, I'm up.
Yeah, Bell's fine. Like even Ben Tidd said, Bell is good. Bell is fine if you want. If you want the sure playing time, Josh Bell. If you want to go for the gamble, just Dongs Martinez.
If I had Justin Turner on my team, I'd go Bell, but I'm going to go JD.
I love it. I love the gamble there.
I'm going to go to JD.
And now if you can come back around with like a Silseth or something, that'd be nice. Very, very nice.
JD had a 30% K rate last year, Ben Tidd says in the chat.
Yeah, I saw this earlier too. John Wilder says, saw a stat the Giants have had a different left fielder on opening day for 17 years in a row. Yes, that is correct. Yes, that is correct.
So I now have 2 homeless players in my starting lineup.
I respect it. You're a man of the people. That's very kind of you to give someone a place to stay.
Yeah, they can stay on my team.
Yeah. Pop-up prospects wants to know how many outfielders do you need?
I think just one. I getting some PTSD from the chat earlier saying I needed outfielders, but I recovered because I took Gurriel, Ward, and Starling Marte in rounds 13, 14, 15. Marte 1 pick after Kelnick.
Yeah, that was
Justin.
We have not seen Justin since then.
Yeah, tried to bait me.
Yeah,
I didn't fall for his Friedel bait, but I did do Kelnick, even though I didn't get Kelnick. But
I think Jackson Holiday has been taken, Uncle Ted.
Jackson Holiday
a while ago
been taken. I think I'm going to go back to starting pitcher. Got to keep pounding and stream for my bench. Either Silseth, Louis Varland, Steven Matz.
Let's see who I like. You know my thoughts on Mats. I'm probably higher than most on him. Varland's good. Silseth's good. That's a good 3-pack. If one of them can make it back to you, as long as Spore doesn't take 2 out of the 3 here and Jenny takes the other one, you got something going for you.
Varland is their 5th starter at the moment.
At the moment, Silseth's doing his thing. Mats, they all got jobs. So that's always a plus.
Roster Resource has Descalfani in over.
Don't even care about that. Disco's better for long work. Disco Flani will be lucky if he makes 100 total innings in the season.
Yeah, no, we got Uncle Ted. Samuel Basalo is a beast.
Sounds like it.
You might be. I don't know.
LeMahieu and Thomas. LeMahieu. Well done, Spore. Well done.
Jesus.
Yes, Wallner to Jenny.
Jesus, not at Spore's pick. It's your reaction to to that.
Well, you might get a chance to get one of your 3. So you got that going for you.
Who's my 3? Oh, my pitchers.
Silseth, Mats, and there's Paddock to Jenny. That's fun. Silseth, Mats, and totally blanked on the 3rd now. Varland. I would rank those Silseth, Mats, Varland personally, but I could be up for debate.
Mats is only 33. Thinking Mats.
Yeah, I think Mats is, barring injuries, got the most stability in that situation. Sport says he loves Silseth and Varland. Yeah, I like them all. So.
Yeah, no, they're all.
I think Silseth got a ceiling like no one's business, but
I know
probably has quite the floor as well if things don't click right away. And Uncle Ted's with you on Jack Flaherty, by the way.
This year's Eflin. Nah, Flaherty is waiting in the wings a couple rounds later. Don't worry about that.
Hopefully both wings work so he can fly away.
He is on Spore's Tigers, so
let's say like there's someone else watching over that one for you. I have a feeling. There goes Presley. A nice little late gamble on that one if things get weird.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a 3rd reliever, but as I mentioned earlier, I want to take Chris Martin, so I don't want to go 4 relievers. Am I up? No, Flowers.
No, you got some time still. You're on deck, as they say. But we'll see. Right, who do you want? Who is your number 1?
I'm gonna go Silseth.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then go take care of your dogs.
Yeah.
Go do your thing.
Professional podcasting.
Yep. All right. So here we go as we have made it through 22 picks for Bloomfield. We have 8 more rounds to go for Bloom. We're about halfway through round 22. I can't see the entire board anymore, so that is fun. But how are we feeling about things in the chat? Let's have some fun with this conversation. John Wilder says, take Silseth. Anytime you can double up starters on a 61 team, you have to do it. Totally agree. Well done. I can't wait till draft the auction with you on Friday. Josh, that's going to be absolutely amazing. What else are we thinking in the chat, folks? Spores team is rounding out pretty nicely. Anytime you can get DJ the Mayhew, gotta love it. Big fan there. And he took the Walker Buehler gamble. I like that in the IL league situation. Get Buehler for the stretch run. That could be a fun one as well. So a lot of hitters late for Spore, which is good for a guy that knows pitching so well. I guess he's confident in those late round pitching options. So got that going for him. Jenny's doing Jenny things. Just keeps bobbing and weaving and putting together a lot of fun as well. So anything else standing out from these recent picks? We just saw Josh Bell go 2 picks after Silseth. Got Minaya and Kramer off the board, 2 other late round pitchers. I like a lot of these late round guys as you're the in and out your rotation or some bench guys and a 15 teamers. These are all really decent options. Floor plays, a little bit of ceiling, some good stuff there. A Bloomfield that you're back. Josh Bell went 2 picks after Silseth, so that one checks out pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't take him anymore anyway with the JD pick, but
That's true. Good point. Good point.
I don't know. Just a lot of Rizzo, Abreu, France, Bell, all going rounds 19 to 22. Thinking 15 teamers, if that's your corner, I think that's all right. I think that's all right. Ben Titz has no respect for Bell.
I like Bell.
God, did you see John Wilder's comment?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay.
No,
I like it.
It's the Rob Silver approach. Pick pitchers on good teams. But the Angels might be better than you think. That coaching staff was so abysmal last year.
And it's the 22nd round, man.
That's the other thing. The Angels might be closer to 500 than to 60 wins. Let's put it that
way. Yeah. There goes Louis V.
Yep, it's going to happen. It's that time of the draft. So if Steven Matz makes it back to you, you look to draft Steven Matz?
I don't know. I mean, I still have how many hitters do I need to fill out? Still need a middle. I only need 2 hitters left. And I've got 10 pitchers.
You got 10 pitchers left?
No. I have 10 total pitchers.
Just keep it on your toes there, seeing how things are going for you.
Actually, what the hell? I know who I'm probably going to take. I know. He'll probably go. Just popped up.
Who?
Kershaw. IL League.
Yeah.
Thrilling endorsement. Dude, in the 23rd round?
Sure.
Damn, man.
No, I get it. I get it. I just really don't know how healthy he is, period. But I see your argument.
Yeah, July, August.
That's what I'm saying. He's a lot of his stuff says he's hoping to he's hoping. That's a lot of the quotes.
All right.
I hate hearing hoping. Right. If he's sitting there around 26, 27, screw it. But there's still options right now that'll help you now. Cubby Knoll keeps saying James Paxton. Dodgers. Yeah, the THP Knob says he wants to return in August, but the average recovery time for that surgery is about 16 months.
Yeah. All right. Good job, chat. Not Bubba. Good job, chat.
Yeah. When you watch this back, look at you nearly spitting all over your screen, by the way.
Dude, I was mid-sip. Let's see. This is where it gets tricky. I need a middle, and I'm looking at Orlando Arcia, Ahmed Rosario. Did Arcia go? Yeah, he just went. Rosario did not, but there's Brendan Rodgers. Ezekiel Duran is still there. But
that's one of Uncle Ted's boys keeps talking about, Zeke Duran.
Just went by DVR. The second I say his name.
Is DVR listening? He did quote tweet you and said, "Go get him, champ," when you mentioned you're going to do the feed. DVR, Show yourself.
Tough.
You should send him a little text message real quick. Go, hey, you enjoying the feed?
Hey, does Curland have, probably not, Bryce Terang playing against lefties?
I'll let you know. Give me a
Al
second.
Bradish just went in the 23rd round.
That's instead of Kershaw, I would have gone that direction. Versus lefties, he has Bryce Terang sitting.
Yeah.
He has Monasterio playing. I don't know. There's a lot of fluidity to that situation.
I know, but
he's got Joey Ortiz playing every time, and right now doesn't Joey have second base or shortstop or something, middle infield somewhere?
Who?
Joey Ortiz. He's going to play third base for them. I'm pretty sure he was second base or shortstop for Baltimore.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to find a freaking outfielder to pick.
Well, then what were you asking about Bryce Terang for? I'm trying to help you here.
Good point. I can't take a third free agent, can I? Adam Duvall?
Oh, I love Duvall. I've been taking him in drafts. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah,
They're
but he
all going to
doesn't have a
sign.
team.
They're all going to sign. Take Tommy Family at it. Screw it. I like Duvall. Who'd you just take?
I'm up. Jordan
Uh-oh.
Hicks just went.
Aaron Hicks is a fun late outfielder if you're feeling it. He'll play a lot for Anaheim.
Come on.
I
wanted Matt Wallner. He's gone.
Duvall's a good late power. Good late power.
But I've already got so many free agents.
Okay.
But maybe that's a good thing.
You did say earlier you want to take more chances. Here you go.
I do like Duvall. We'll go with it.
If Duvall was signed, he's going like almost 10 rounds earlier.
Yeah, I agree.
You just take that one and stomach the result of the. I hope he signs tomorrow and you're good to go. Tom Mulhall saying Kershaw, do not do Kershaw. If you really want an IL spot, let's think IL spots, but Kershaw ain't it, dog.
Yeah.
Go take like a Jeffrey Springs or a Rasmussen or something if you really want to get weird.
Ben Tid says Bryce Terang is still a good option here.
I love Terang. I love Terang. Speed for sure. I think there's more power than we thought. Not a ton, but there's more. The bat skill should improve. Tom Mahal will not tolerate my Kershaw disrespect. Told me to shut up. Yeah.
Ouch.
Stating facts. Just stating facts, homie. All love, no hate, homie. I'm just gonna mess with him now.
Matt's still out there. I could go Matt's.
I do like Matt's. Shane Baz has been taken. Harrison's been taken. Ted. My goodness. Matt's is a good one.
I'm just going to start filling the queue with
around 25 Steven Matz. That's really nice.
I think so too. I'll put Terang in there.
Yep. Oh, David Klum said Voldemort's name in the chat.
Who? What?
Voldemort. That was the name the in this league guys gave him because it's the name you shall not mention on Twitter.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We got running.
We won't do that one.
Yeah. I just don't think I don't think he's gonna sign, man. I think there's too much of like a blacklist out there on him. Good or bad, I'm staying out of that conversation. I just think there's too much out there. He's not gonna sign.
What do you think about Robbie Ray?
I'd rather take him than Kershaw. Yeah. And honestly, and again, I thought he wouldn't be back to July, August. It's just playing catch, but he's already doing long toss, throwing like hard long toss. To me, that's ahead of the schedule to me. Like, I don't really know a ton, but if he comes back in late June, early July, that's a great pick, I think. So that's one I could take a chance on, yes.
Tommy John was in May, so realistically it's like July.
Yeah, but the way he's like throwing, I was shocked. He was out there was it today, Tuesday? Like Saturday, I think I saw the clip. I did not expect it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's it. So that's an option for me.
Yeah, just remember, better than me on these things though. Like those TJ guys, it's like almost yeah. But I know what you're doing, the IL spot thing. I get all that. So there is definitely a leg to stand on there.
Another IL slot I'm thinking is Cobb.
Oh, that would go to the top of my list. I have so many Cobb. I have so many Cobb shares because he's ahead of schedule right now. I am all in on Alex Cobb value right now.
So that's an interesting one for me. Because the other starters I'm looking at here is honestly it's Matz and Flaherty, and there's like no one else. Maybe Gasser, Joe Boyle, late.
I like both those guys. Boyle especially strikeouts early. But like you could do a Cobb and a Boyle because if Boyle starts running out of gas and you have Cobb coming in or something like that, that's a good bang.
Maybe I'll do Cobb because he might not even be.
He might not miss much time at all. At the most right now. Like he's ahead of schedule. The hip was what kind of threw him for a loop towards the end of last year when he still pitched well. And they're saying at the most he pitches a month, but he's ahead of schedule right now. It was what his last report was.
Sporter's still in here. He's on the clock. Let's see.
Yeah, he took one pick already. Yeah, there you go. Luke Raley.
I think I'm going to go Cobb. I think we're talking ourselves into it.
Wilder says Matz is a tier above anyone else out there. He should be gone already. will be a great pick.
Yeah.
John Wilder is also a Cardinals fan.
Interesting to know. John's in the auction league
Friday night, yeah.
So there could be head games at play.
Actually, I'm messing with him. I'm pretty sure he's a Reds fan. I just wanted to mess with him for a second there.
There could be head games.
He says he's a Reds fan. That's right. I was messing with him.
No, Matz and Cobb is tough.
Matz is ready now. Cobb will come later. And I like Cobb a lot. And it just depends. You want to use that IL spot, you take Cobb. Depends on what you're looking to do with your team.
Well, Matz will eventually
take Matz
cozy on into the IL slot.
You can take Matz now and hope Cobb comes back around. Keep more paying attention.
Yeah, but I still got to make room for Jack Flaherty, man.
Oh God. We're doing this again.
Let's go.
We are okay. Just look, we are past 3 hours. Okay, that makes sense. That checks out. Okay.
We are past 3 hours. We've got 5 rounds left. So yeah, we'll be done. And the last few rounds go super quick. Yeah. We'll be done shortly. Wow, we're still at a high number of people. So appreciate everyone hanging out.
For you.
What do we got?
Rogers IL stash.
Trevor Rogers.
He was throwing a bolt the other day.
I can't put myself through that. The draft has been paused. Mike Gianella is on Sirius XM at the moment. Sirius XM is interviewing players as they draft. So we pause. That's fair.
If anybody is in this chat and is in TGFBI and has not signed up for TGFBI, there's apparently 2 people left, and Miss Salinger, according to Justin Mason, is going to be unleashed on your Twitter accounts if you don't sign up soon. So it's a fair warning if you're in the chat.
Heed the warning. Comment from James in the chat. Jenny's draft looks great. Agreed. She just took her last 3 starters. Means Tyler Wells and Chris Paddock. I really like that.
Who was that second one he took? What was that one?
Yeah, your boy. Your victory lap.
Can you say that one more time, please?
Tyler Wells.
Okay, just checking.
Bubba's hill he's gonna die on is Tyler Wells. So Spore says Jenny devastated me with Tyler Wells. It was a good pick. And Means lasted a while. He was hanging out.
Well, because Means is hurt too.
Yep.
Means might miss more time than Bradish.
Another IL. Really?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Spore says, yeah, Wells a great pick now with the Bradish news. Yeah, Wells is in that rotation.
100%. Love me some. He says Bradish is cooked. Means should be okay. Yeah, we'll see. John Wilder. Wells will be my first nomination Friday. Just to troll me out the gate. We're see a $15 Wells go out the board.
RotoWire's got Means back in April.
Yeah, okay.
For what it's worth, I don't know. Whatever, it's an elbow.
I could be wrong. I'm very, very used to being wrong. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But continue where you were. I've been updating picks when things have frozen. Oh, we're back alive. We're back.
We're back on. Justin Lawrence just went.
We should be paused still.
I mean, it's a closer in the 24th.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens this time of the draft. It's like the conversation. Do you take the closer of the Rockies or you take a spec somewhere else? I'd probably spec.
All right,
that's supposed to be your way of answering me.
We're doing this. Mats or Cobb? Cobb or Mats?
If you need to fill the IL spot, take Cobbs. Otherwise, I go Mats and come with Cobb the next round. And screw Jack Flaherty.
Yo, I need hitters, man. Let's see. John Birdie just went. I'm gonna go Mats. What the hell? Am I not up? Oh. Now I'm up. Steven Matz. So now I have 11 pitchers and still have not filled out. I still need a middle infielder. A middle. So I'm trying to so I've got, let's see, how many more picks do I have? Got 5 more picks. I need a third baseman. As much as it pains me to say that, I need a somewhat semi person who's alive to be a reserve third baseman.
Is Joey Ortiz out there still?
I think so.
Put him on your queue just to remind you, please.
All right. Why? You like him?
Because was he second base shortstop on your deal?
I think so.
He's going to gain third base as well. Should play every day for.
Unless Black plays. Uh-oh. Did Bubba cut out or did I cut out?
It's probably me.
No, you're back. You're back.
Okay.
You think Joey Ortiz plays third base over like Tyler Black?
According to MLBPlayingTime.com, they have Joey Ortiz playing third base against righties and lefties.
Yeah, I mean, that so much could change in spring. I would think that's spring dependent. Bryce Terang stands out to me as a middle infielder. I know I mentioned him a couple rounds ago. John Brebbia went in this round. I like that pick.
Yep, it's a good one.
As a late closer, Rudy Gamble. Rudy Gamble took Kyle Finnegan too. Did he take an early closer? Yeah, he took Phillips, Finnegan, and then Brebbia. Kershaw just went.
Another middle infield option for you. Liover Peguero of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, you do like him.
Yes.
I do too. I've taken him in a couple draft and holds, and he does have the spot. And that's actually like with Chapman, I should probably take someone who has the spot as opposed to an upside guy. Because if Chapman signs, I'm gonna play Chapman. I like Peguero.
Yep. And if you need a backup third baseman, Wilmer Flores is there. I know you made fun of me, but he'll play a lot out the gate. Is Yohan Moncada still around?
God.
I'm just don't shoot the messenger here.
He is around.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick for a guy.
Yeah, what am I talking about? Peguero is not third base.
No, he's second base shortstop. You said you need middle infield, right?
Yeah, but I was for some reason talking about him as a backup to Chapman.
Yeah, I just ignored you there.
Yeah, I mean,
I just tried to give you options for your queue for your positions you need. That's all I'm doing here. I can stop if you like.
We got 5 spots left.
Yeah, I can go back to critiquing your team if you'd rather me do that.
That was good. That was good. I mean, call me out if I'm just blabbering bullshit, which I just was.
I can't be me blabbering bullshit the whole time. Oh, that's good stuff. So, what round are we? 25, you said? 26?
Yeah, I think I'll take Peguero at middle. Peguero or
Matt Poole said Bush. Bush? You want to take Bush?
Bush is gone.
Okay, Bush is gone. There you go.
The knob says you only have one third baseman.
That's gonna be like the quote of this draft. Cubby Knoll does say Liover is hot. Like, I think there's something there. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I get it.
Take
I'm a little surprised at Moncada.
Moncada is not a bad just depth third base piece. Really isn't. He's going to start in a lot of 15-team leagues.
I might actually take him over Peguero right now.
I think it's actually not a bad move. Just
play ADP chicken a little bit.
Yeah.
DeGrom just went, so you are starting to see those injured guys. DeGrom to DVR. DeGrom, Strider, and Burns for DVR.
DeGrom, Strider, Burns. God, if DeGrom can come back and be something in the second half, my God. I mean, that combination.
Even if you get his stuff for the last month, that's huge in the 25th round.
That's wild.
There goes Gasser.
Yep, like that pick.
Who was I comparing to Matt? Oh, Cobb. Beatty's still available, I think.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Keith is gone.
Gone. Beatty is available. I'd take Moncada personally.
Yeah, I am too. It's basically what I said with Peguero, just putting Moncada's name in there. I need someone who will be the opening day starter in case Chapman is not.
I'm gonna laugh when Chapman gets signed tomorrow. And we're just like, God damn it.
Oh, whatever. Brett Beatty is available. What?
He is. I just have no faith in Brett Bailey. I'll be okay being wrong on that, I guess. I just have no faith. None at all. Give me Moncada or give me death. So if we go Moncada here, are we coming back with Peguero or are we going back to the mound? I think you're pretty much done on the mound unless something pops up, huh? Cobb's still out there. Cobb's still out there.
I'm going to go Peguero.
Yeah, lock up your things you need.
Yeah, I still need a first. I still need a middle infield spot. Question from SP with all the injured. Okay, yeah, go ahead. With all the injured players being drafted, how crazy does that first fab go? It gets pretty wild because there's a lot of slots open since everyone puts their injured guy in IL, and just so much changes in the month of spring training.
Yep.
So it's a big one. It's a big one.
Yeah, I can only imagine where that goes. The thing about we just mentioned all the guys that aren't signed yet.
Yep. Like half
obviously,
my team.
A bunch of injuries will take place in the spring training. It's gonna get fun, really fun. So we'll see where these last 4 rounds go, and we're seeing some fight. You mentioned DeGrom. We saw Yainer Cano, Taiwan Walker. Man, things are getting. Andrew Benintendi actually got drafted. That shows you we're in a 15-team league, folks. Got that going for us. But honestly, Moncada falling that late, I know people have their qualms about Moncada. I think that's a really good spot to be.
I guess. Says no one ever about Yohan Moncada. But
around 25 Moncada, who's going to play every day for the White Sox. Like, I'm optimistic on Moncada. Call me crazy. That's fine, but I've been called worse. So let's just look at the projection systems just for fun to kill some time here. Like the Bad X has Moncada playing 131 games, hitting 19 home runs, hitting 245. Tell me how that sucks at round 25.
Doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. And just, again, for what I need on my team, I just need someone who's there.
You just need him there for the first few weeks to see what happens and go from there. Like, if worse comes to worse, you can always trade for a third baseman.
Yeah. I guess.
You can trade him Alex Cobb when he comes off the IL.
Now I've got 2 of them now. I'm good. If anything, middle infield's my problem.
Well, until Matt Chapman signs with the KBO tomorrow, and
so of the 3 homeless people I've drafted, it's Chapman, JD Martinez,
and Duvall.
Full faith Chapman will sign. I feel like Duvall might sign, but I feel like Duvall will sign, but it could very much be a part-time role.
Yeah.
And JD, I don't know. Oh, Sporer!
Flaherty.
Let's go.
He went with his boy, his Detroit. He went Kana and Flaherty back-to-back Tigers. Homerism at its finest.
If you're still in the chat, Spore, I'm curious of your Flaherty take. Because I don't want to say I really like him, but where he's going, like I can see the return.
No one can be excited. No one can be as excited as you are about Jack Flaherty.
Well, Sporer. Apparently.
So you going Peguero here, you said?
I think so.
There goes Amed Rosario to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I could have gone Rosario, but
Peguero is more locked in, I think, to playing time. Just my 2 cents.
I think so.
Pop-up prospect says Luis Urias. Cubby Knoll says Schneider. I think Schneider's going platoon role, unfortunately. Spore, here is his Jack Flaherty take for you. A longtime fan, so I'm betting on the rebound at a bonus. It could happen with my favorite team. Park can give him some coverage too. Agree with all that.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Yeah, Peguero or Terang is kind of. If this was later in the Kobe Knoll also says middle infield Garcia. It's a good one.
That's a good one. He'll play every day in a great offense.
Yeah, that's true. God.
That's actually a really good one. I like Peguero I think he's got more power and speed than people give him credit for, but still unproven. We know who Arcia is.
I think he's taken, though.
Arcia? He should be.
Yeah, he got taken.
Okay. Yeah, he should be.
I remember looking him up.
Orlando long gone, according to Spore.
Could go JP Crawford.
You could.
God,
How's he not drafted yet?
JPC?
How is he not drafted yet?
Maybe he is.
Yeah, he's gone. He went. Let me zoom in.
An hour ago.
Yeah, like I could see Crawford clearly in round 16.
Where at? Yeah,
right there. I could see that without even like open my page. My blind eyes could see it. And I'm the one drinking the noons over here. Holy shnikes.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Just take Figueroa and walk away.
Brendan Rodgers, decent.
Yeah, on what earth was JP Crawford available around 26?
Was Cronenworth?
Cronenworth's been taken too. He's been drafted as well.
All right, 24th round. That's
a little better.
It's a little better.
Okay, so now you got your third base, you got your middle infield. Now what are we looking at?
God, middle infield's so ugly though. Figueroa's like not.
Alex Cobb. Do it.
Who?
Alex Cobb.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, Rodgers would have been a good pick there, but got sniped anyway. All right, so 3 spots left. One of them's Chris Martin.
Greg Sheeran's throwing some shade. What about Trevor Story? He gone. You remember last night, $3 Trevor Story? Holy crap. That was a deal.
That was a deal. Didn't you tweet about that today too?
Yes, I did.
God.
Yes, I did.
3 more spots. One of them's Martin. One of them's a pitcher and one's a hitter.
Which Martin are we taking?
Chris Martin, my handcuff.
Oh, yeah. Your Jansen handcuff. Gotcha.
I mean, do I need to even? Is he a last round guy?
He's a last round guy. I'd go get Cobb for your IL spot. I don't know what bats you're looking at.
I'm looking at Jason Dominguez for an IL spot.
I think that's phenomenal, actually, now that you mentioned that. That trumps everything we've talked about tonight. all the IL options we talked about.
Okay.
Let me clarify that. All the IL options we talked about, like that goes to the top of the list right away from me. Can you double check he has not been drafted yet, by the way?
No, he's in my queue.
Okay, good, because I think that's a phenomenal one. The only thing that sucks is they said they want to slow play him, which is stupid.
Yeah, and they said he's no guarantee to make the majors when he gets back, which is probably just a ploy to get him to work hard.
I would take that chance. I'd almost be willing to go Dominguez and then Cobb, put them both on the IL and have some fun with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd get 2 open spots in Fab. And then Martin to close it out.
Yeah, I think that's not too shabby, honestly.
It's for round 16 for Crawford. I don't know what I'm thinking,
like
man. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm not even zoomed in right now, and I can see Crawford's name right there. I'm like, good Lord.
Huge fail. Huge fail.
You were probably going to the bathroom or something.
Very disappointed in myself. Brett Beatty just went to Mason's approval.
Yeah, where's Mason to sugarcoat that one for us?
Honestly, I mean, he's probably going to play, and you take a shot on someone with pedigree in the 26th. Sure.
I wish they'd play Mark Vientos with that power.
Max Meyer just went. That's an IL stash from the doc.
Yep.
I like it. I don't know. Feeling pretty good about the squad. It's still just unbelievable. I have Tyler Glass now.
Dude, I am so pumped.
But I think it works.
I'm so beyond pumped on this.
I put a tweet out that
How about this? If your team wins again and Glasnow is on your team for the entire season, on our show at First Pitch Arizona, I'll wear a Tyler Glasnow Dodgers jersey.
All right.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose.
I don't have to.
I'm just trying to.
I was waiting for like a bet or something. All right, yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
I'm just that pumped on this pick for you, and I want you to buy in, and that this way you can root for him because I think you're going to want to see me in that jersey on our show in front of everybody. I've never worn Dodgers gear in my life. 40 years. Never worn Dodgers gear once.
I'm clipping that, by the way. Where'd you say that? Around Burrito? That'll be out. I might get Dominguez here, man.
I think that'd be awesome. That'd be sweet. Mango.
I agree. How are we doing on the noons? I could use one.
Just open up a mango. Let me throw one to you.
Yeah, I wish. Wish you could. Oh, we got Big Willie G in the chat.
Yeah, he woke up from his nap.
You're a little late, man.
Cubby and Old makes a good point. Vientos will be the everyday first baseman after the trade deadline. That's very viable. Very viable.
Dominguez fell. I like that.
That's an awesome IL snag. That's a great IL snag. One that will not take place on Tout Wars night.
I mean, he probably misses half the year, but
I think that's a good gamble.
Yeah, it's a good gamble. And it's not like I get like going Scherzer, but like a pitcher is just so many setbacks. And setbacks could happen for Dominguez, but he's young, he's a hitter. Like, I don't know.
Now, are you going to do the Cobb bring back, or are you going to go somewhere else?
Well, since Sporer took Jack Flaherty, I have no choice but to do a Cobb. Yeah, I'll probably do a Cobb. Just free up another IL slot for me.
I like it. I like it.
Because, I mean, I've got 3 guys that are unsigned. Again, I've got a very shaky middle infield. Like, I'm going to have to make a couple fab moves, most likely that 100%. First thing. So if I can put Dominguez and Cobb right on the IL right away.
I like that Jordan Lawler pick.
I do too.
At that point in the draft, I like that pick a lot.
He is in my speculator column.
Ray Flowers has taken a lot more risk than I'm used to him taking. But at that point in the draft, it's not really a risk. So
the only thing with Lawler is he may not start the year as a starting shortstop, and then you've got to hold him on a 6-man bench.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a 27th round, man.
Like, that's the thing. It's 27th round. If things change during spring training, you take that chance. Oh, like Perdomo's going to be the starter. They've already said that.
I was just going to ask if Matt's got taken.
You took him, genius.
I took him
4 rounds ago, dude. Are you sure that was a Red Bull you had? Were you chomping on gummies when you came back down the stairs? What's going on over there? I know. Washington and Oregon up there on the coast, you guys got some really cool laws.
we do some stuff up here.
Oh man, that's
play funny. DFS.
Can't play DFS, but we can go try every possible drug on the planet.
You know, it works.
Oh, that's so good.
Rowdy, good. First base.
Yeah. Look what popped into Willie G's gummies.
Yeah. Speaking of Oregon, here he is.
I will give you my. Well, I'm fiery tonight because we're 3.5 hours into this. Will it's been I just opened my 5th high noon.
My man thought we were on Eastern time zone. There goes Perdomo.
That's a good pick because he's going to have a starting job.
I think. Yep. All right.
Cool.
I'm going to go Cabo.
Yes, we're live for this, Mr. Willie G. Yeah, I'd go Cobb. I think the Cobb's a fun one.
And then you think Chris Martin makes it back in the last round? Or should I grab Martin?
I'd grab Cobb. You mentioned the need for the IL spots. Like, if you can get Martin late, great. If not, it's not the end of the world.
But Martin, Cobb just got taken.
There you go. By Sporer.
And
you can't even get mad about that. You've been talking about taking him for a while.
Good.
Can't get mad at that. It's a good pick.
I'm going to go Martin then. Because Martin's really a drop. Like, if Kenley Jansen makes it through spring training, Martin's an easy drop.
Willie G's making fun of my drinking skills right now. Hey, I got to work tomorrow, Garofalo. My daughter gets dropped off at my house at 5:15 in the morning. We can't be going heavy.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It feels late. It's only 8:30.
I know. Late. I kept looking at that. I'm like, that's not that bad.
But I mean, this is usually when we start recording on Tuesday night. Yep. So, Jeffrey Springs, IL stash.
I've heard mixed reviews on the Springs Rasmussen stuff. That's the problem. I've heard massive mixed reviews. Let's see. What can we do here? Let's see.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chris Martin. I just need that insurance.
Martin's fine right now. I'm gonna try to find you another IL guy. I'm gonna start spitballing some things.
Either another IL guy or another middle infielder.
Oh, middle infield. Get Bryce Terang.
He went.
Oh, damn it. Okay, never mind.
I could probably use like another middle infielder behind Peguero. God, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for you. Let's look middle infield. That might be easier than
Same outfit as last night for me. Hell yeah. I've got like 4 different either hoodies or fleeces. So it's a 1 in 4 chance.
Who said that?
Triple Crown Fantasy.
Oh yeah, during certain seasons I have the same. Like when I'm working, I have the one sweatshirt I wear to work every day.
I work from home, so I don't.
Yeah, when you're our age and you have kids, clothing is not a priority.
Actually, I had another hoodie on, but yeah, I got covered in chocolate from my.
That's my point. Like it's just not a priority at a certain point.
Yeah. All right, I'm up next.
Joey
people are probably going to start dropping out of the chat. They already kind of are. There's 60 at least in StreamYard. But before y'all go, thank you for hanging this whole time. Very fun. Very fun. Yeah, keep throwing some middle infield suggestions out there for my last.
Don't shoot the messenger on this one. Javi Baez.
Yeah.
Plays every day.
I know.
Like, just gonna throw it out there.
It's the last round. I mean,
yeah, like Javi Baez is an option. Did Mason Wynn get picked? He should have, right?
Yeah, he got picked.
Guys, making
26th round, Bubba. I mean, come on. Where are you eating gummies?
F off. You could go Marco Luciano at the Giants. That's another man.
Does he start?
It's supposed to be a starting shortstop, yes. Unless something changes, he should be the starting shortstop.
I kind of like that.
Yep. Luciano or Baez would probably be one of the 2 options I'd give you.
My queue, I've got what the hell?
Yeah, I'm looking at the board right now and I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, what's going on? I was saying what the hell is something different. Did I get skipped?
No, why is like
Flowers is
go all the way to the bottom. Why is the clock on look where the clock's at?
Yeah, it moved.
Okay, there we go. It was on Flowers. What the world?
You know what's interesting is Tyler Black is second base eligible in RT Sports.
Okay, well, I'm looking at Curlin's stuff right now.
It could be their starting third baseman. I know Curlin has
he doesn't have Black up in the bigs. I don't think he's on the 40-man, so he's got him. Yeah, and he's on the 40-man, but he's got him in the minors.
Okay.
According to his sheet here. What are the notes saying? Nothing really.
Yeah, maybe Robbie Ray went to Pod. Maybe Joey Ortiz.
Yeah, Joey Ortiz is an option. Don't hate it.
Number 1 in the queue. And then I'll throw Luciano next.
Yeah, Ortiz, Luciano, Javi, all in.
Oh yeah, Javi.
Yeah.
God, I haven't even thought about Javi Baez.
Yeah, but like you said, round 30 and a 15-teamer. There's legs. There's legs for it.
I guess.
Nice
projection from HQ. 234 batting average, 12 homers, 12 steals, and almost 600 plate appearances.
Man, how the mighty has fallen.
That's
just
tough.
Completely off the map.
Is he even that? Well, he's 31. He's not super old.
Let me see if I can find his quote, though. He mentioned something pretty interesting the other day. And when he was talking to the press, something about an injury he was dealing with for quite a while. Let's see if I can find it while we're hanging out here towards the end. Probably won't be able to find it now that I want to, but he said he's battled through lower back and core issues the last 2 years, With the new training routine, he said he feels strong and more like himself. He did not have any surgery, just strengthening those areas. So take that for what you wish. If I played as bad as he did, I'd have some complaints as well.
Yeah, I might go with him though.
At least we've seen the talent he has. It's just a matter of can he find it type thing.
Well, and I just might like Peguero might not be the starter. I mean, he's not shooting for that.
Why wouldn't he be?
No.
Let's pull up the Pirates page here before we get too carried away. Like O'Neal Cruz plays shortstop. Peguero plays second base.
Because Jason Bay is there.
Holy Jason Kendall, while we're at it, with his crooked ankle, going to go that direction. Peguero's projected to be second base against lefties and righties, batting 8th or 9th.
Yeah. Whit Merrifield, Andy Splinter asks, was taken a little while ago. There was a video of Javi Baez whiffing during batting practice.
Yeah, that came up in the search I saw too. Yeah, that was there as well. So some things change, some things remain the same.
I know his THP, we just call him the Nom. My thing is with Martin is I think if they trade Kenley, they trade Martin as well. It's a good point. I'm just taking Martin for the injury insurance. Like if for whatever reason Kenley can't go, I've got Martin there. But yeah, that's a valid concern.
If you want an IL spot, you can get Liam Hendricks.
Yeah, it's true.
I'd imagine when he's healthy, it might correlate to the trade deadline. Just guessing.
Michael Massey, Andy Splinter says.
Oof.
I like him.
He's not wrong. I'm curious now to click on Kansas City's roster by Mr. Curlin here because they have a lot of moving parts. They've made enough kind of weird moves. He's got Massey against righties sitting versus lefties.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about.
Ooh, Joey Ortiz goes the last round.
Good pick. Should have got sniped.
Can't really say you got sniped in the last round of a draft.
No, you can't say you got sniped after like round 10, in my opinion. Like no, maybe not, but you know what I mean. Like you've had plenty of time to pick.
The cutoff for being sniped is round 14, and it's Christopher Sanchez. Is the cutoff
by someone in our chat.
So
there goes Javi Assad. Pitch to contact, but fun for Jeff Erickson's last pick. AJ Puck there could be interesting if he does get stretched out and figures it out around 29.
Yep.
That's Fred Zinke doing his thing there. So which middle infielder are we going for?
I think I'm going to go Baez just to have a starter for the first week. Mason Wynn got taken. Pop-up prospects just in the chat. Gonna go Baez. Man, middle infield. That's rough.
Something to think
about.
Rough.
That's a weakness for my squad. It's a weakness.
Something to think about. But you can make trades, and there will be other guys that come around. Like there are options still, like Luciano, Baez, Black. Technically, if that pans out some date and time. There will be other options.
Yep. Then even in Fab, there are options. So I'm not too worried about it.
Like if somehow Caballero does take the job, like we thought when he got traded before Ahmed Rosario, Caballero could be a fun one.
Yep.
No, there are. This is where like the Rengifo thing. This is why he stands out so much more to me. Like he's can play everywhere. Just kind of help your team out when you need it, type thing.
Oh, there goes Baez. Gotta be kidding me.
Son of a.
You gotta be kidding me.
Who was that?
Fantasy Fix.
Don't even get. I'm like 5 noon, so I'm just gonna stop.
That's rough. That's rough.
There you go. You're on deck.
Come on. So you think Luciano starts?
He's supposed to, unless something crazy happens.
Yeah. All right, I'll go Luciano, I guess. Just had to twist that knife in that last round with a Joey Ortiz and Javi Baez pick. Thank you, draft.
Little bang, bang. But hey, look at you did it. You did it. 30 rounds. Complete. About 340 on the clock.
3.5. Yeah, 340. Good job, Bub. I know you're starting to sound a little congested, so
Yeah, I don't know what's gotten into me, but
came through.
yeah, we're good. I'm a powerhead. I'm not going anywhere. I got to go to the bathroom, but
Have you gone at all?
no, I've been holding the fort down
You
over
guys-
here.
Jesus, you're
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, like an elephant over this place.
I mean, you could have just gone over for like 2 minutes. People wouldn't have left. I don't
I
think.
know. I'm kidding. I'm good. I'm good. Powering through here. I'm just practicing for Friday night. Just practicing for Friday.
Yeah. Then they do 5-minute breaks. So
That's right. So what are we thinking though? You said middle infield's the weakness. What else are we thinking though? Any?
no, I would feel a lot better about my team if my three free agents sign, because I'm counting on Duvall's my fifth outfielder, Chapman, as we all know, is my third baseman, and JD Martinez is utility. So there's some risk there. I'm kind of banking on that, but I think it'll come out. Otherwise, I don't know.
4th round pick was great.
Still can't believe that. But the more I think about it, the more comfortable I am with it.
Yep, you should be. And the free agents are great though, because we've already said it. If they were signed, they'd be going so much earlier in these drafts. So
Yeah,
like we always talk about trying to find perceived value. That is the definition of it, in my opinion, for those two guys. Like, so you can either take value on guys we've seen do it, they just don't have a home, or you can go take a chance on like some prospect. Like, which would you rather do?
Yeah.
That's kind of my mindset. So
for me, if it's still that early in the draft, I want to get those plate appearances. So they just need to sign; they'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see how these break down. But DVR crush things. That's what DVR does. Oh so well.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get. I'll have to listen to
Rates and barrels,
the other pods out there and whatnot. That's the good thing about LABR is pretty much everyone does an article, a podcast about it. So it'll be interesting. Let's see who Mr. Irrelevant is. Jenny Butler took Gary Sanchez.
Because she needs Davis to get catcher eligibility first.
That is smart.
I guarantee that was her strategy the whole time. Like, that's how good she is at this game. So she pencils this stuff out. Like, the end game is Duke Jefferson. There goes Gray. Josiah Gray
from Spore, Mr. Irrelevant.
Well, you have an IL spot to free up a free agent spot. You could draft Josiah Gray. What's the difference? So that worked well too. Any final thoughts? I know we could go team by team. I don't know if we want to do that the rest of the evening. So
no, let's.
what are your final thoughts before we head out here?
My final thoughts were this was a lot of fun, and again, really do appreciate everyone hanging out, running in the chat. That was a ton of fun. And we'll be back at it, and we'll do our regular podcast Thursday and the next week, but we'll be back at this draft room 2 weeks from tonight against each other. So it's going to be wild. Absolutely wild.
And follow my Twitter account, because I'll have an announcement about something else coming up in the next day or two. Maybe another draft or so might get thrown out there. So just check that out. And for Ryan, he could find him on Twitter at RyanBHQ, the podcast at Bubba Boom Pod. I'm at BD Hendrick. Again, thanks everyone for listening. You guys kicked butt on this show. Like, absolutely awesome. Couldn't have done it without you all. This is Bubba and the Bloom, episode 109. Catch y'all next time.